Good evening, FPL managers. My name is Gianni, and we are here for Scoutcast Matchday Live. You knew I was the host when I just flicked to the wrong screen and then back to this one. So good to have you with us. We have got all games tonight, and I'm joined by two of my bezzers. Toby, how are you doing, firstly?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, mate. Yeah, good to be back. I've not done one of these for a while, and it's one of those nights, isn't it? There's loads of football going on, and I just love it when there's multiple games at the same time. There's so much at stake. Yeah, really looking forward to this one. It's going to be good.
Ed, we've got multiple games on at the same time, and it's not 3 p.m. on a Saturday. We can all watch them at the same time as the chat, all on Amazon. Very exciting.
It is very exciting. I'm hoping my internet's going to be able to handle all these different screens I'm going to have open. But Are we going to say who we're going to be watching?
What game you on? Because the teams are all coming out their tunnels. So kickoff is in 30 seconds, I think, for most of these games.
I am going to focus on West Ham versus Brighton, and I've got Antonio as my captain in Sky Fantasy Football. So there you go. I haven't got any players other than that in FPL. So there you go.
Oh, we'll talk more about that later. I don't even know what Sky Fantasy Football is. Tobes, what game are you watching?
Yeah, crikey, me neither. That's way too above my pay grade. Yeah, I'm on the Saints Leicester game. As a Vardy owner, I'm looking forward to. Vardy maybe getting another brace. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? After he's hit a little bit of form. It's going to be a good game, I think. Hopefully another 9-0 maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, we got a very good lineup there by Leicester. They've gone with the same team. You can see the graphics on screen that way. You can see we've done formations, we've done teams. We will see bonus points added, and we'll see the scores in live. Also, we're going to be watching this right at the same time as you guys. I'm watching Chelsea-Watford, shock. And they're just kicked off at Vicarage Road. We've got interesting team news there. For those that haven't seen it, Havertz starts as the 9, Mount's back in. The midfield is Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Sal. Big news though is Reece James hasn't travelled. So if you've got Reece James in your squad, who's on your bench? Yeah, I think Lukaku and Werner are benched.
Okay.
Which is, I expect them to both get minutes tonight. But as P right wing back, and Alonso starts. And as in the chat, as mentioned, James Maddison, yes, he does start behind Vardy Tobes. It's the same team with Lookman one side, Barnes the other. It looks good for Vardy because he's got history at St Mary's. Do you remember that Friday night game, the 9-0?
Yeah, did he get 3 that night? In fact, I remember because I owned him for that game, and I remember being livid. I remember, I think Leicester were about 5 or 6-0 up, and I don't think Vardy had got anything at that point. And I remember thinking, this is one of those nightmares where your team route somebody and you don't get any points, but then I think he ended up getting a hat-trick with the last 3 goals perhaps or something like that.
That reminds me of the time very recently when Chelsea were winning 7-0 and Havertz hadn't got anything, and I was hoping that would happen, but it didn't, and he ended up getting nothing.
Did you captain him that weekend?
Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah. If there's any action in any of the games, interrupt any conversation. That's how we do things around here, Ed. I know you're very polite usually, Ed, but feel free to jump in. We are who are we big on in your fixtures, Ed? We got Jimenez in that Wolves game. Toby and I are Jimenez owners. We want him, but then in that West Ham game, obviously Antonio's ownership.
Antoniship, that's brilliant. We should call
Antonioship, that's a new word.
No, it's Antoniship. I love that.
Can't get my words out.
What's the Antoniship? I love. Oh, good chance for Brighton. Brighton nearly take the lead, and then the 90th second of the match, Mopé has a shot across the goal, and it just runs wide. They're arguing now whether it's a goal kick or a corner. I think it's been given as a goal kick.
Lamptey on the bench for Brighton tonight, Ed. His minutes are being managed, but I expect him to start the weekend.
Yeah, just seen a replay. Mopé actually had a good chance, but as usual, he hit it wide. It was a pretty difficult chance, but he could have scored there. The players of note, I guess, Antonio, Ben Rahman's starting, isn't he? Ben Johnson is now, I saw FPL Irons tweet that Ben Johnson no longer is just the first choice right back. He seems to be the stand-in left back as well.
Is he playing right back or left back tonight? On my graphics, I've put Soufal as left back because I just thought they might go with the experience.
Soufal came on as left back in their previous game as well.
What does Irons know? What does Irons know? How many times have I said, Ed, I know more about football than Irons? I keep telling you this. And that's his club.
I think we might have a goal here. Southampton have got a corner. Teller's just about to whip it in. I've had a notification that something's happened in my game, but I don't know what. So yeah, Teller's just taken the corner short to JWP, back to Teller. Yeah, goal. So has it gone in? Yeah, it has gone in. It's an absolute it's Bednarek, I think he's put it in.
No one's got Bednarek.
Nobody's got Bednarek. It was a bit of a scrappy goal in the end. The short corner that was played out, the ball was kind of somehow whipped into the box, bit of pinball between a few shins, and then Bednarek just stuck out a big right boot. and in it's gone. No VAR by the looks of it. The camera's panning on Schmeichel. You know when it does that thing where you think maybe there's been a mistake in there?
Yeah,
the camera's like stuck on Schmeichel. It didn't look like a mistake though from Schmeichel. I'm just watching the replay of it again here. They really crowded round Schmeichel in the box. Ooh, they're checking for an offside, but it's not. I think Teller's on.
I love this. It's literally, the chat had mentioned there might be action a second before Tobes had saw it. We are literally watching this with you guys.
It's actually
very exciting.
Sorry, it's really unfortunate. Schmeichel gets down and makes a really good save with his left hand. He almost like scoops the ball up, and as he's diving, his right foot comes across and kicks the ball straight into Bednarek's path. Really unfortunate.
Who gets the assist, Tobes?
There won't be an assist, I don't think, unless I'd have to watch it again. I think Teller's ball into the box kind of came all the way through. Okay. Could possibly be Teller.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. Christensen is down with a very heavy head challenge. Christensen, who's got a start tonight, big contract issues, goes up with Josh King 4 minutes in. And yeah, the physios are on. But I've just seen the replay. He really takes a knock. Thiago Silva, I think, is benched tonight. Go on, Ed.
Goal at West Ham.
Oh, not Antonio.
It's a throwback to last season. Souček header.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. We're all happy with that.
When you said throwback to last season, I thought it was going to be Antonio because I've just sold Antonio last week. Please no.
From a corner. So there you go. Sanchez, goalkeeper. You know, you've lost your clean sheet. Any Brighton defenders? The corner comes in. I think. Oh, do you know what? It nearly goes straight in.
What, the goal kick?
Yeah, no, from the corner kick.
Oh, the corner
goal kick. What? Yeah, nearly, but it's already going kind of straight in, and Souček just flicks it past Sanchez's hands. I didn't see who took the corner. Was it?
What? Oh, Mendy! What a worldie! Mendy has just made a worldie save from possibly a Josh King header. Josh King is a popular asset. Ball comes in from the right, whipped in. He beats. I think he beats Chalobah on the back post, but Mendy makes himself 9 foot tall.
Watford have got goals in them, haven't they? They really have.
Yeah.
Watford are going to struggle this year, but they have got goals in them. They're going down swinging in every game, aren't they?
Totally, all over us tonight so far. It's been all Watford.
Just to fulfill all righteousness, the assist was Fornell's in West Ham.
Yeah. Are you sure he gets the assist?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, Fornell's whipped in the corner, and then Souček flicks it on. It's either an assist for Fornells or he doesn't touch Souček and it goes straight in. But I'm pretty sure Souček touched it.
Okay, our graphics will update in the next sort of minute or two. Wow, Christian Pulisic now down with a big head injury. Ball comes in for Firmino, just seeing the replay, and it. Oh wow, it was Josh King competing for the ball, but it actually comes off Azpi's thigh. It would have been an own goal, but Mendy absolutely saves him. An Azpi own goal. Mendy. Oh, God. Mendy trying to play out the back with his feet. Nearly gets closed down. Watford all over Chelsea 6 minutes in. Chelsea haven't got out of the half. Watford on the attack again here. There's goals in my game here, for sure.
Tell you what, those boys... Well, I'm just thinking, like, I've been having a look at what move I'm going to make next week, and Dennis and King are steadily increasing in my priority list. They're, 5.3 and 5.6 or so?
It's King that nearly scored just here. It was King again.
Look, Dennis isn't playing tonight, is he?
Yeah, he is. Dennis and King.
Oh, he is. Oh, I thought he. Yeah, cool, nice.
When Claudio Ranieri takes over and offers you pizza every game, then you're going to start playing properly, aren't you? And that's what's happened.
Fair point. Yeah.
They might not be able to. They might not be able to happen with Leicester. They might not be able to defend, but they as you said, they're going to get goals.
Tobes, is your phone on vibrate? Your notifications are vibrating through your mic, apparently. Or Ed?
It's not me. Nobody contacts.
Me.
Nobody contacts me, mate. So.
Do you know what? It might be a false alarm.
I'll move my phone just in case.
Guys in the chat, anyone got any big captaincy calls? Let us know if you have. I saw someone earlier as Captain Maddison. Let us know. Go on, Ed.
I was going to say Harry Kane for me, I've captain, but that's for tomorrow night. Can I just share my snacks? I've got some hummus bites tonight. I've got some little chocolate bars. I have a Muller corner, and I've got some wine. So to bring a bit of civility to the occasion.
It's like a picnic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's my supper.
Okay. Are you still isolated?
Yeah, I'm not back at work yet. Yeah, so I'll go back to work on Friday for the first time in 2 weeks.
You got 2 weeks off for that. I mean, that's what happens when you're paid by a public school.
Yeah, Ed's been around licking lampposts just to get those 2 weeks off. I've
seen
him.
It's not COVID. I've had surgery, you scumbags.
Oh right. Oh, I thought it was COVID. When you said isolated, I assumed it was COVID.
What surgery do you have, Ed?
I actually had a large part of my brain removed because it was no, that's a joke. I shouldn't joke about that, should I? No, it's some surgery on some parts I don't want to mention. But anyway, let's move on.
Ooh. That's a story, surely.
Yeah. Not for. We haven't clicked the explicit rating on this listing, so we'll do it on another YouTube video.
A few guys in the chat. Nuclear Atoms, Maynard. They've captained bench Dennis. A few Fareem and bench Dennis as well. First time watching this, absolutely quality. Steve, come back again. We do this every match day. It's not always quite this good. I don't always have like 2 guests. I don't always have loads of games going on. We can't guarantee that, but we can guarantee some action, and you will strap yourself in.
Some action.
We've got a great night. We've got the 8:15 games as well. It's going to be chaos at 8:15.
Just to clarify as well, I am not watching the Wolves game as well because my internet can't handle 2 streams.
Okay.
But I've got it on BBC, and if I see a goal, I will make up what's happened. As in, I'll make it really dramatic.
Yeah, I mean, other than Jimenez in that Wolves-Burnley game, there's maybe a few Hwang owners still, maybe a few on Semedo, but there's very little interest. No one's on a Burnley player. Cornet, maybe? No. I don't think so.
Matt Bennett has speculated on my surgery. He said it wasn't a knob extension, and actually he's close, but it was actually a knob reduction because it's so big. Unfortunately, I had to have it.
What did you say about explicit rating on this stream?
Sorry, I won't say anymore. People are worried about
No, you might as well now. You might as well give us the whole after we've cleared the over 18 rating. Now you might as well crack on.
I'm sorry, my net's got. Sorry, I didn't quite hear that.
It's like 9 a.m. somewhere in the world. Just remember that. We've not passed the watershed in like Bolivia.
Someone's eating the breakfast.
Just getting back to the Saints game, officially it's gone down as no assist for Bednarek. There was sufficient pinballing in the box for it not to be given officially. So, Bednarek goal, but no assist given.
Good stuff. Few in the chat. Danilius got Traore. Daniel's got Cornet. Maynard's got Hwang. Okay, there is a little bit of interest, but these guys are like 3% owned. Jimenez, though, a few of you are mentioning. Toby and I are on Jimenez. We're both selling him. Probably not tonight, but definitely before the next game week. You're pretty committed to that, I guess, Tobes. I am. The fixtures are horrific.
Yeah, I think he's next to Liverpool and City, right? And yeah, he's been a good servant though, hasn't he, Jimenez? Since we've had him for maybe 6 or 7 game weeks. Yeah, he's probably averaged like 5, 6, 7 points a game. He just quietly goes about his business, doesn't he? And does well.
Amazing news for Chelsea fans.
Go on.
Danny Rose is coming on for Watford.
Oh,
how dare you besmirch the good name of Sir Danny Rose? How dare you?
Last time I was on one of these, he was so bad.
He was up against Salah, wasn't he, Ed? When Salah scored that worldie.
Well, do you know what? I feel a bit because I love Danny Rose as a Spurs fan, but he is rubbish now. And also the poor guy. When Ranić got the deal at Man United, I started doing a bit of research. There's a really good video on YouTube about Gegen pressing, and the example the guy uses is when Liverpool used it to exploit Danny Rose being naff on the ball when Liverpool played Tottenham a couple of years ago. I was like, poor old Danny, leave him alone. He's had enough.
And that's when he was meant to be good, and then he went to Sunderland. Was he Sunderland? And did you loan him to Sunderland? I think you did.
We loaned him to Sunderland, but then we got him back from Sunderland, and he was really
apparently there's something going on at Chelsea. Medical people running to the crowd or something.
It's Messina down injured, and Danny Rose will come on like for like at left back. Messina's going to go off, and
apparently it's a member of the crowd. Apparently something serious is going on.
Another one that happened at Spurs Newcastle, didn't it, earlier in the season?
Something similar happened at Wickham the other day. That game was suspended for like 45 minutes. When that happened at Newcastle, Ed was there, right, Ed? Tell everyone the story.
I was. It was actually my friend, Tom Pritchard, who ended up on all the TV things. He's the doctor who saved the guy's life. He was on BBC Look North and everything. But it was the other end of the stadium to me. And
guys, they're all going off at Chelsea. Sorry.
Yeah.
Shit.
They're all running off the pitch.
Yeah, I think it's...
Okay, they're kind of walking off the pitch. But I can see the stand behind the tunnel, and there's a lot of people in that stand going to the back rows. Looks like they're heading out. And the camera angle has now gone all the way back to like up in the gods, so you can't see anything, any detail.
Yeah.
So
sounds like someone in the crowd maybe ill.
Yeah, it's just when it happened at Newcastle, we didn't see all the players running under the tunnel.
They did go off.
No. Did they?
Didn't run. No, they did go off. Yeah, there was a 20-minute delay, wasn't there?
Yeah. To be fair, it was more of a light jog and walk.
It was mainly like it was Dyer and Reguilon like trying to get the defibrillator across, which was all the commotion in the Spurs game. But I suppose you have to commentary on.
Guys in the chat, the match isn't abandoned. Yeah, John, the match won't be abandoned yet. Whatever's going on, there will be a lot of time to discuss. Like it's 7:30 kickoff there's plenty of time. They've not got to worry
The
about
the usual protocol with fans, sort of when this sort of thing happens, is the game does get finished. Like we saw at Christian Eriksen game in the World Cup, we saw that with the Newcastle
that was when
game.
it was a player on the pitch. That got finished.
So it normally does get finished, unless it's for some reason. Yeah.
I was shocked actually when the Eriksen thing. I remember when Fabrice Muamba went down at Tottenham. That game got called off like pretty much immediately when the severity of it became apparent. I'm really surprised the Denmark game continued.
Yeah,
it was the Denmark players who decided, basically, wasn't it? It was up to them, and they said
They were told they were given a choice, but then there was a lot of chat after to say they shouldn't have even given it to them. It should have just been taken out of their hands. They weren't in their right frame of minds. I'm going to come off the Chelsea game because
go to Wolves.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the score show so I can see all the goals.
Do you know what? There's a lot of heart-related issues in football at the moment this season. There was Charlie Wyke the other day.
Yeah.
There's been Eriksen.
Who did he play for, Ed? Charlie Wyke. I saw that.
He was Sunderland, but he's moved to Wickham, I think. Is it?
Yeah, it was the Wickham game. I'm sure of it. It was like 45 minutes suspension.
Oh no, hang on. Sorry, Wickham. It might have happened, but Charlie Wyke collapsed in training with a heart issue. There's just a lot of heart issues.
Guys, action at Wolves. Ball comes in. Dendoncker. Oh, good save. It's Dendonker's got a way of ghosting into the area. Like he often has to. Years gone by, he's had to play centre back, but as a DM even, he still gets in positions. And Jimenez goes up for the ball, it falls to Semedo. Semedo crosses it in, and Dendoncker wins the header. It's a comfortable save for Pope, but threatening. Yeah, wow, okay.
It's been all Southampton really. The first 10-15 minutes here. Southampton came flying out the blocks and probably deserved their 1-0 win. Leicester fashioned an absolute quarter chance, not even a half chance earlier on, but Leicester have been poor, really, really poor. Just look sluggish. And I know they had a good win last week. Well, they scored a bunch of goals, but they kind of look like they've reverted back to their previous kind of self. They're really not looking on it at the moment.
Yeah, they're not. Agreed. I'll let you know as soon as that Chelsea game goes on. There's speculation that it's perhaps a heart attack in the crowd. We're not too sure yet. FPL Focus is in the chat. Good stuff. You guys might know Graham is a regular. Been doing lots of streams with me recently. So Aguero. Aguero retired to heart issues. We didn't mention him. Fair point. Graham, good to have you with us. We look forward to inviting you back on very, very soon. We'll keep you up to date with that, guys. Any action in the Leicester game, Toby? How's Vardy look? There's a lot of Vardy owners in the chat today. There's probably a fair few that are giving him the armband, I'd have thought.
He has looked anonymous. I would.
He does that though, doesn't he?
I'd suggest he's not possibly even touched the ball yet in the first 15 minutes. Leicester have just been poor. Southampton, as I say, come flying out the blocks and dominated. They created they had a half chance early on where the ball got headed back across the goal, and Shea Adams had a sort of loopy header at the goalkeeper. Leicester haven't created a chance, haven't really looked very threatening at all. They're getting quite a lot of width from Castagna, is very far forward, is one thing I've taken out of this. So far, not a lot from Leicester. They do have a free kick, though, it's miles out. It's about 50 yards out. James Maddison's going to whip one into the box.
Livramento clean sheet is on, Tobes.
I tell you what, and I'm going to be relying on him as well because I'm a Reece James owner, as everyone else. It's an absolutely wonderful ball in from Maddison, and Ndidi has missed from 4 yards out. He just had the keeper to beat. It's an absolutely incredible ball in. I think he's just offside, Ndidi. He would have been probably just offside.
Is it Ndidi or Lookman? The chat said Lookman, but I don't know. Might be wrong.
It was definitely Ndidi, 100% Ndidi.
Nuclear atoms. Come on, you're better than that.
It wasn't 4 yards out, to be fair. It was about 8 yards out, but still absolutely should have scored. But
Bowen's just had a shot from his own half, Ed. Did you catch that? Jarrod Bowen?
Yeah, I'm just about to watch it now. Oh, decent effort. Sanchez was back, to be fair.
Sanchez was on the halfway line when he passed that ball, and then he had to sprint back.
Yeah, hang on. So let's see a look. Right, so Sanchez plays a very poor ball. Bowen chests it. If the shot's on, he just basically fluffs his shot.
Sanchez is rubbish, I think. I do not rate Sanchez as a goalkeeper at all. He's well hyped. Don't rate him.
Who's your keeper at the moment in FPL, Gianni?
Ramsdale.
Same as me. Same as everyone, really. Isn't it?
Well, there's a lot of Sanchez owners still. When he got that clean sheet the other day, action at Wolves, Burnley. The players are surrounding the ref. Brownhill is. Hwang is involved. Hwang's holding his head. And Ben Mee is not a happy bunny. Oh, it's an elbow. Loughton on Hwang.
Not Brownhill.
Hwang reacts. He could get sent off for that. Hwang shouldn't react like that.
Hwang is going to go off.
This will definitely be a card. Don't know what. A card for Loughton for the original elbow. When Hwang falls on the floor, instead of just getting up, he throws his arms back at Loughton so it connects with his face. Big reaction from Hwang, unnecessary, but it was an elbow from Loughton. You've seen that. I think it's going to be a yellow for both parties, but you wouldn't be surprised to see a red either side for that. You've seen them given.
Give the ref a decision to make, don't you, if you do that?
Yeah, if it wasn't 17 minutes in, that could have been a red later in the game for one of them.
Just to come back to the keeper chat, it's interesting that a lot of people say off Sanchez, and I think it comes down to this kind of underlying thing amongst FPL players is they say they don't want to waste a transfer on a keeper. But I think the last 2 seasons have shown spending a transfer on a keeper is actually well worth it.
Yeah, we do on defenders, so why not keepers?
Ramsdale the last few weeks and Martinez last season. If you missed out on that and just were stubborn with this, let's not make a transfer on a keeper. I think it's obviously ideally you don't. Ideally you wouldn't in any position, but I think it's a bit of a strange rule.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Like, we see it as not a sexy transfer, but look, obviously bringing in attacking fullbacks very different to a keeper. But your 4.5 million defenders, we still rotate them. So why don't we rotate our 4.5 goalkeepers?
Well, I do.
Yeah, so it's a difficult one, though, isn't it? Like, we all own Ramsdale. What would he have to do or not do in order for you to consider swapping him?
Yeah, he's a gift. I wouldn't re-rotate Ramsdale, but some of the others.
But I also look at his fixtures, and I think even if he had like 3 or 4, top tier games coming up in terms of difficulty, I just wouldn't get rid of him. I'd just be like, he'll pick up save points in there. He'll do okay. Like, I just don't. I feel like there will always be priority.
Yeah. Ramsdale's got 25 points in the last 4 game weeks compared to, let's see what Sanchez has got.
There's quite a few in the chat saying they got David De Gea, including Graham. Like, De Gea's getting a bit of love, and also he's about to go in a really nice fixture run, De Gea.
So the swing between Sanchez and Ramsdale over the last 4 weeks is 16 points more for Ramsdale than Sanchez. So that's quite a lot over 4 game weeks. Like, you think, obviously it's probably not sustainable, right? And that's the thing. Martinez last season was an outlier in that it just went on and on and on, and it was like painful if you didn't have him.
Yeah.
So I guess that's just the question, and it's very hard to answer.
Talking of David De Gea and United, where do you two stand on United assets? Obviously, we've got this incredible fixture run coming up, right? But United have been dreadful, but they've got a new manager coming in who's going to play allegedly much more free-flowing football. You expect them to get a bit more out of the team. I kind of feel like there's massive gains to be made by making the right decision, right, about this. There's going to be a United asset, whether it's Ronaldo, Bruno, Sancho maybe. I've seen a bit of love for him on Twitter over the last few days. Hang on, Leicester are in here. Oh, no, Vardy was in if he could find him.
Chelsea Watford back on in 5 minutes, apparently. Sorry, Tobes. Carry on.
Okay. No, sorry. Lookman should have played a better ball across. Vardy would have been free in the middle, but he couldn't quite find him. Bednarek cut it out. I going back to what I was saying, I feel like making the right call, whether through luck or judgment on which United assets to bring in early to make the most of that run is going to be crucial, right? Do you look at the fixtures and think a De Gea, a defender that's going to get you clean sheets? Do you look for a Sancho, or do you look for a Rashford, even maybe a Ronaldo or a Bruno? Where do you where do you think the points are coming from? Do you think there are points coming from United assets?
I'm personally not going to move until I watched them and I'm impressed by them. But I think people will move to Sancho because he's got 2 goals in 2. One and both were absolute howlers from the opposition. These United goals haven't come from good play. They've come from... Oh, there's been a goal, I think, at Leicester. To Tobes.
Not seen it yet. Okay, Maddison's got the ball out in the ring. He dinks it into the middle. Stream's going a bit funny. It's come back. Oh, it's terrible goalkeeping. Johnny Evans.
Evans.
Yeah, it's Evans.
I don't know who got the assist, but it was a bit ping-pong in there, Tobes.
It was another, rubbish. It's terrible goalkeeping from the first look. I need to see that again, but that looked, the ball was just hit at him from about, 15 yards out. Simple save down there.
There's going to be a VAR look on this offside, Tobes. You'll get the replay in a minute. Then the ball comes out to Maddison. He could be offside. Salisu clears it. Lookman down to Ndidi, and Ndidi shoots. Save. Yeah, Ndidi has the initial shot. He could get the assist.
Oh, yeah. Are you talking about Maddison being offside?
Yeah, it's very close, isn't it?
It looked tight. Yeah, it did look tight.
We've quite a long way before the goal. We've not got lines.
No. It's terrible goalkeeping, though. If it is a goal, it's just shocking. Like, you've got to do better than that. It's rubbish.
He's got a howler in him,
really,
McCarthy. Oh, it's given.
Yeah,
it's given.
Really cool.
They're playing on.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure it'll be Ndidi with the assist, number 25. Yes, Ndidi. So yeah, it'll be Ndidi with the assist. It's a goalkeeper howler though. It's really
Livramento
cool.
clean sheet wipeout that we probably all wanted.
Yeah.
I didn't play him.
I've got him as my second sub, but I may have needed him. Although it depends if Foden comes on.
The thing is, for me, I'm so smart that I never actually brought in Reece James, so it's not an issue for me. So there you go. Just to go back to Man United, I've got a situation where I want to get United assets in for this great run. I want to get Ronaldo in. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Harry, whatever happens this weekend, I'm going to keep Harry Kane for next week against Norwich at home and captain him. And then if he doesn't score, I'm getting rid of Kane and then straight to Ronaldo. Because Kane, if he doesn't score against that, then this is something
else. If Kane gets a hat-trick against Norwich,
yeah.
You're not selling him, are you?
No way. And also, if Kane gets a hat-trick, I could take him. I'll have 2 free transfers, and I could take a -4 and get to having Ronaldo up front as well.
2 premium attackers.
Well, it could be that if Kane gets a hat-trick against Norwich, and then Ronaldo has that run with the new manager,
and Lukaku,
it could be time for the premium, and Lukaku as well. So it could be time to go back to that sort of model. I don't know.
I'm not anti that idea. Like I have thought with my Jimenez replacement, because there's no forwards I want at that price band. There are forwards I want at 12 million, so maybe I could go Foden down to another 4.5 types, 3 4.5 mids, and go Jimenez up to Ronaldo. But I've got to see Ronaldo under Rangnick to even consider that. It's actually Lukaku I'd have my eye on, but yeah.
I really enjoyed that exchange. Gianni and I had a voice note exchange today where it basically kind of went, I think this. Then the other person went, I can't believe you don't understand what I mean. The other person went, I can't believe you don't believe that I can't believe that you don't know what I mean. That went back and forth about 5 or 6 times to the point where we realised that I think we just had a fundamental disagreement on whether to go like strong at the back, strong in midfield, strong up front. Enjoyed it.
What did you think, Toby? What was the argument between what?
It's some of it's on Twitter, Tobes, right? This argument.
Yeah. So basically, long story short, Gianni's bought in Gilmour and already owns Brownhill. So he's basically got 2 absolute fodder midfielders. I personally think a lot of the value in FPL at the moment is in midfield and at the back. There isn't that much up front. The strikers aren't really doing it at the moment. So I kind of feel like you want to be allocating most of your budget, if you can, into the midfield. Gianni's chosen to have Gilmour and Brownhill, which means that a lot of his value isn't in midfield. And I think that personally is a mistake. But Gianni won't have that and is fighting me hard on the point.
It's interesting that I think I'm quite glad. I was worried for quite a few weeks that, my bench, I put too much money in my bench. But I just think, like last week, people had to go to their benches. This week, people are going to have to go to their benches. I think over Christmas, it's massively important to have a good bench. So I was going to change it. I'm not anymore. So currently this week on my bench, I've got Benteke. I'm going to change him next week. Smith Rowe and Livramento. Playing, chances of getting returns, and I'm going to keep it that way. I won't have any fodder. Although, like Gilmour is a good shout, because Gilmour's not just fodder. He takes set pieces and
played number 10 against you last night, Ed. Gilmour.
Yeah, he kind of did. He was a bit deeper than that.
He wasn't really a number 10.
Yeah,
he was the third most attacking Norwich player on the pitch.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I watched the entire game. I went down with one of my my Newcastle supporting mates to the pub and watched the whole game. He wasn't playing as a 10. There
was no 10, was there? There was 2 8s, and he was one of them.
Norwich are so incredibly toothless going forward. Gilmour does a lot of assisting of the assist. He's the one who plays the ball out to the wing for it to get whipped into the box.
I mean, they're just not going to score any goals. Pookie will get a handful, so you expect Gilmour to get very few returns. But my argument is he is the best 4.4 8th attacker in the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't dispute that at all. But what it does do, it takes up a spot that I think would be better placed, you having a Davis up front and not playing a third striker and having 5 good midfielders who are going to get you points in. That's I don't dispute the fact that Gilmour, if you want fodder and are playing 3 up front and happy to do that, Gilmour is a great shout.
Yeah, I'm not massively sold on these midfield options at 6 million either. I know Smith Rowe and Gallagher have been getting a lot of love, but have they been doing it in recent weeks? No.
Gallagher is an issue because last night, for example, he played defensive mid.
1 point.
And if that's going to continue, yeah, but it's not just the 1 point. He could get 1 point, but he's playing. Oh, great chance at West Ham. Number 8. Who's number 8? Is that Fornals?
Fornals.
Yeah, he just had an absolute worldy effort from the edge of the box, smack off the crossbar and down over the line. Not over the line. Didn't go in.
Luckily, Yeboah. Well, that would have been an Antonio assist, I think, Ed.
Would it? Well, anyway, it wouldn't be anything like Yeboah, not quite, but it was still, and it wasn't even worldly. To be fair, it was just a very good effort.
Skander, I've seen the Zlatan goal. I've not seen it. I've seen it's come in. I've got it on the video printer. 10 minutes in against Genoa, 1-0 up Milan. But it's apparently a beauty. I will check that out later.
Gallagher, I just checked as well. Gallagher's 1 yellow card away from a suspension as well.
He'll be off on Boxing Day then.
Same as Callum Wilson.
Oh, action
Christmas
at Wolves
ban.
Burnley, guys, in the stand. There's a mum and a baby crying, and the woman's got a bloody tissue. I think she's been given a nosebleed from a
What's going on?
a ball that's been shot, and I think it's hit. But the kid is the kid the mum is with. She's got a tissue to her nose. The kid is like laying down. You can't even see him. And the player stopped, and they're front row seats. So I'm guessing the ball has hit the kid and the mum. Here we go.
The weekend, the fans are under attack, people. Make sure you're safe.
Oh, Sufal is playing right back, by the way. Irons obviously does know more than
chance. Oh, West Ham are dominating and pressing here a minute ago, which is very bizarre because I just tweeted a graphic that BT Prime put up, which was passes completed so far in the 28th minute. West Ham 25 passes, which cannot be true. So I think Prime have got that wrong.
No, I don't know. Brighton are a good footballing team. They keep possession, Brighton. You might be surprised by that. They will dominate the ball tonight.
West Ham cannot have only completed 25 passes when they've scored a goal and have been dominating for the last 5 minutes. You do 25 passes in about 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
I mean, yeah, it sounds bizarre, but Brighton will be dominating the ball tonight.
Yeah. Well, yeah, interesting. It's about
Wolves on the counter, 2-on-1. Traore and Jimenez, 2-on-1. Give it to Jimenez. He's in. Traore goes alone, shoots, hits the bar. Oh, no, it would have been a worldie. Jimenez just ran it from his own half. It's 2-on-1. I think it's Ben Mee they're up against. And you're like, Jimenez. All you got to do is square it to Traore. All you got to do is square it to Jimenez. And he goes alone because the defender's like, do I commit to Jimenez? Do I stay on Traore? So the defender's in no man's land. So Traore just goes, I'm going to knock it to my right. He picks the ball up in between the 18-yard box, of his own 18-yard box, and the halfway line. He's 75 metres from goal, and he's rapid, as we know. He shoots about 12 yards out when it hits the bar.
If ever you need a man, though, if ever you need a man to make the wrong decision in the final third for you, Adama Traore is your man.
Mate, Jimenez would have had not an empty net, 'cause the goalkeeper's there, but he would have had a lot of the net to aim at, and zero defender anywhere near him. And Traore had about 8 seconds to make that pass, and 7 seconds, 6 seconds, he's still not made it. 2 seconds later, he's decided to shoot.
Can I just say what's hilarious about me is I said it's about 50-50 possession. It's because I've been watching about 3 different things, and then someone immediately puts West Ham have had 22% possession.
What did I tell you?
So,
Brighton will dominate.
But they will have had more than 25 completed passes, definitely. 25 passes, that happens in 5 minutes, not 30, even if you've got no possession.
Not if you're David Moyes' ball, mate. They just lump it, don't they, to Antonio?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, Traore's on again. Traore picks the ball up in the same area. It's now 3-on-3. Gives it to Jimenez. Jimenez at edge of the 18-yard box. Tackled. Is he going to give a free kick for that? If he gives a free kick for that, he's got to give a red. Nah, he wins the ball.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah. Literally, Traore on the break is causing Burnley all sorts of problems. Wolves should be winning this game.
Gianni, is Chelsea back on?
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to get excited about Wolves. I've not checked Chelsea.
Yeah, it's 3-0 at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Guys in the chat, so I don't come off this Wolves game, will you tell me if Chelsea is on? Because I don't want to leave this Wolves game right now. Guys in the chat, let us know if Chelsea is back on, if anyone is watching it. I know there'll be someone watching. Yes, Matt Henley, Traore is causing all sorts of problems. He's not played in a few games either. He's been out the 11, hasn't he? We've seen Trincao, we've seen Podence getting starts. Huang and Jimenez look like the 2 nailed assets in that front 3. That third spot, up for grabs, and maybe it's opposition dependent.
Guys, can I just say... Sorry, go on, Toby.
No, I was just seeing a replay. It's cold. Nathan Teller has just got whacked in the nuts, like totally inadvertently by Sumare. He's like turned around and just absolutely, essentially punched him in the balls, and he's gone down like a sack of potatoes, as you can understand. Sorry, yeah, it's very juvenile of me to find that.
How's the game looking, Tobe? Since Leicester scored, are Leicester showing anything?
Not really, no. Maybe a little bit more. Southampton have been good though, without creating a huge amount. I'd say they've bossed it really. Yeah, it's often their problem, isn't it? Southampton scoring goals, not really got someone up front They haven't really got the talisman, have they, since Danny Ings left? But yeah, they've looked good. They're on the break again here now. The ball's played through to Shay Adams. He's got it 18 yards out. He's facing up. Always had a shot, but it's easily saved by Schmeichel. Southampton looking the more likely, I would say.
I just want to say two things. One is, even though West Ham have only had 22% possession or whatever, they should be about 3-0 up. Fornals has hit the bar. They just had another chance with Bowen coming into the box, just misses his head from across. Oh, I'm unfortunate. Secondly, I'll do Gianni's job for him. Guys, if you haven't liked the stream, smash that like button and do subscribe. We're going to aim for 500,000 likes by the end of this stream, so let's go for it.
314 people currently watching and only 23 of you have liked it. Come on, guys.
Maybe they just don't like it. Oh, there's been a goal. Southampton have scored.
Oh, Livramento.
Oh, Livramento.
Is it? No, probably not. Probably not. I don't know.
They got blocked. Southampton got a corner. They scored from a corner first time round, a short corner. See what they're going to do this time. So James Ward-Prowse has put the ball down. We know what an absolutely lethal right foot he's got. It's going to be an out-swinging corner from JWP. One hand up in the air. Whips the ball in. Oh, it's along the floor. Armstrong back to Redmond. Redmond has a hit, but it comes to nothing. I must have been a bit of a delay here now. Kyle Walker-Peters picks it up.
I've seen it. Go on.
Carry on. I think Redmond's just whipped the ball in. Shay Adams, I think it is. Is that Shay Adams?
Oh, it is Shay. It is Shay Adams. It looked like an own goal to me, but I think it's Shay Adams who seems to have got it.
Can I just say, sorry, Duffy's coming on for Brighton. If he comes
won't get
on
60.
now,
will he get 60 or not?
If there's 4 minutes added time.
No, I don't know. I don't know if added time counts on the 6th.
No, it doesn't. Okay.
So what minute are you on? What minute are you on, Ed?
34th.
Oh, yeah, you won't get it.
He'll be on the 35th or something, yeah. But there you go. If you've got him,
quite a few Duffy owners. Late Risers got. I think he's just sold Duffy. Hopefully, just sold him. I think he sold late. I think he went to Alonso from Duffy actually.
I sold him 3 weeks ago. I had him that whole time he was playing. He was a great signing for 4.0. I got him for. He was brilliant. Not quite as good as Livramento at 4.0, but the second best this season, 4.0 defender, definitely.
That goal. Sorry to interrupt you. Just that goal. It was a bit weird. I don't know, Gianni, if you saw it. The ball that was whipped in took a really bizarre trajectory, and I think it got a nick off the defender, which made it loop up and beat Soyuncu. It looked like really bad defending to begin with, but I think that little nick kind of made it pretty difficult to defend. Shay Adams in the right place at the right time.
Wasn't much movement from the two defenders there, was there? They just stood there.
Not really, no. But I think it was that little nick off the defender's
they didn't want to commit
bamboozled him a little bit. But yeah, goal-mouth action. Plenty more goals in this one.
Shay Adams was all about the reaction there. He just reacted to whatever happened, the nick or whatever. He just reacted quicker. Guys in the chat, loads of our friends here. Kev, yes, good you're with us. Delia's with us. Hello, Delia. Murphy, you're another regular. Good to have you with us. And Nuclear Atoms, of course. But Leicester are conceding goals for fun, Tobes, at the moment. Like, they're conceding 2-3 goals a game.
Do you remember the season where Rodgers had just come in and they had Soyuncu and Evans at the back, and it was just Soyuncu was such a good signing. He scored like 3 or 4 or 5 goals.
Yeah, they were good.
Were just solid. They were solid. Yeah,
it was actually the year Maguire left, and they were obviously they were good under Maguire, but they I mean, Evans is a brilliant defender. I like Evans.
Well, the joke that season wasn't it, that Leicester have sold their third best centre back for 80 million because Evans and Soyuncu were so good that year.
That's what all the Brighton fans said when they sold Ben White. They were like, "Oh, we've sold our third best centre back to Arsenal for 50 million."
Yeah.
Not quite sure that's the truth, but
Maguire one is.
Leicester. Yeah. Leicester have looked leaky. I mean, Southampton have not been pulling any trees up with their attack this year, but every time they go forward,
back on in a minute, by the way, I think.
Oh, do I have to watch the Chelsea game, Oliver Simpson? I'm really enjoying the goal show. I'm not going to lie.
Who's on the goal show tonight? Is Jules on?
No, because it's Amazon. So they got Dion Dublin as a guest, I can see. But what I like about it is they have there's Steve Bowers, the main presenter, who does a lot of commentary, but does a lot of Premier League. So I often see him when I'm on the FPL show. It's really good. But what I like about it is, unlike BT Score or Jeff on Soccer Saturday on Sky, we're watching the goals as they go in rather than watching the studio.
Sorry to interrupt you. Another chance for Southampton there. They had a 3-on-3 at the back. Leicester on the ropes here. Teller causing problems. Redmond causing problems. Livramento causing problems. They got a lot of pace up front with the likes of Teller and Kyle Walker-Peters overlapping. Another save made by Schmeichel. One he absolutely should be making, but yeah.
Is he getting space, Livramento, Tobes? Because last few weeks his attacking underlines have been. And by the way, if you're into your stats, check out the members area, Sky Sports Scout. Like, look at Livramento's stats in the last few weeks. It's been terrible. Like, he's not not been terrible, but he's not been able to attack. But maybe that's a Southampton thing, Tobes.
He's also had difficult games as well, hasn't he,
Yeah.
Livramento? The last couple have been tough. Like his kind of good run that he went on, he obviously still played really well, but Southampton were up against kind of lesser opposition, you would say. But yeah, he is getting space. They just put a graphic up now. Southampton have had 7 shots already, 6 of which have been on target. They've been hitting the target. The chances haven't been amazing, but yeah, they're creating plenty of them.
The game's about to get underway at Vicarage Road. I think we're about 11, 12 minutes in when it got cancelled. Brighton have got a 2-on-1 here, Ed.
Have they? I'm in the 38th minute here, and there's.
I'll come to you, Ed. Stay with you.
Fabianski's taking a goal kick.
Okay, I'll stay with you, Ed. West Ham, Brighton, big action. Brighton on the attack. You're about to see it.
Okay, yeah. So it's in midfield. A lovely outside of the boot pass into 2-on-1. Yeah, I think it's Trossard on the left. Plays it into Mopai. He's crowded out. What's he going to do? He flicks it through to someone who shoots, and Fabianski makes a good save. They should have scored that. I have no idea who that was coming in on the far post. Who is that?
I think it might be Moda. I think it was Moda, just from the short back and sides. Okay. The big pole. Who's flavour of the month at the moment?
Yeah, can you see why I'm not a commentator? He plays it through to someone.
Someone to someone.
Yeah.
Did either of you boys see Potter's comments after the game against Leeds, where
he was
bang on? Yeah, I thought he was bang on. I live in Brighton, and I know a lot of Brighton fans, particularly my father-in-law, and he's like, yeah, it's pretty outrageous when you think where Brighton are, where they've come from. They're what, 8th in the league,
7th that game, 7th. Like, what do they want?
They're level on points with Man United, I think, or thereabouts. It's like, it's pretty insane that Potter's getting booed. It's verging on outrageous.
Most of those fans, Tobes, have watched Brighton, grown up watching Brighton in League One and the Championship. Now booing 7th place in the Prem when they're playing the most amazing football. Like,
and I had to watch a lot of that at either the Goldstone or at the Withdean, which is arguably the worst football stadium I've ever been to in my life. It's they've come so far.
It's an athletic stadium, isn't it?
Yeah, it's shocking. Like, Potter's done a fantastic job, and yeah, I think that's pretty severe booing him.
I really like the fact he came out and said that as well, because there's a lot of managers who would have just gone, I just won't comment on it. But absolutely right. Yeah, and if Az is in the chat, by the way, because I saw him, he was defending the fans, saying, good for them booing. I'm
surprised by that.
Yeah, he was saying it was just miserable and
call yourself a real fan, Az. Disgrace.
I hope I'm not misrepresenting.
No, you're right. I was about to mention the Az thing as well, so I'm glad you did.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, no, I think it's interesting, Brighton, isn't it? Like, where are they? 8th in the table, and I know they've had a bit of a poor run, or not even a poor run, just not a great run. But yeah, how they got booed, I do not. I'll never know. It's Southerners. It's Southerners, mate. It's Southerners versus Northerners. Northerners just like a bit of an effort and a good clearance, and they'll cheer. Anyway,
thank you, Joe.
A big tackle. That's all they want.
Joe Thuggold in the chat is letting us know that the Liverpool and City games are about to start. So you guys have got an option. Like, you can pick your game now. Like, if you're only going to watch one, or if you want to watch the goal show, and we can all comment on what we see. Happy to do that as well.
Well, it should coincide quite nicely with half-time, though, right? Because I'm going to be at half-time in 5 minutes, and that's when the City game's going to kick off. So I'll certainly be able to jump into the City game for 15, 20 minutes.
Let's do that then, yeah. And again, Chelsea's time, Chelsea will be due to finish 10 minutes before the City and Liverpool game, but it'll be mirrored. The Chelsea break, guys. We watched 10 minutes of Watford absolutely dominating the European champions. The break came at a good time for Chelsea. Like, Ranieri, his team had momentum. You'd expect now to see a bit of a reaction from Chelsea. They're lucky that break came when it did, because Watford were pushing. What do you reckon, Tobes?
Sorry, mate. I was a bit enraptured in what I was watching there. I didn't hear any of what you just said. Could you repeat that?
No, the break came at a very good time for Thomas Tuchel. Like, Watford were on top. Ranieri will be seething at that. Like, I can't see Watford coming out and starting as well as he did in that first 10, because Chelsea surely make changes. Not personnel changes, but they react.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't put it past Chelsea, would you, to have like put a stooge in the crowd to go down if Chelsea were going through a bit of a bad patch? Yeah, no, I don't think that happened. But yeah, no, it's the last thing Ranieri would have wanted, right? It sounds like they came flying out the blocks, which they've done a lot recently, right? Against United, like they beat them 5-0 a couple of weeks ago, right? This is Watford, who, prior to Ranieri coming in, just looked like they we're never going to win another game ever. So yeah, it could be a combination of new manager bounce, could be a combination of Ranieri playing a different way, but yeah, they've got some good players and they've got a lot of pace in the team. They with Sarr and Dennis and King and yeah, they got some good finishes in there.
Love Ranieri because he's so adaptable. Like he's not a manager.
He
that
was
has
your
a
tip for
system.
the United job, wasn't he?
Yeah, I said if you're looking for a caretaker for 6
Yeah.
months, he would have been perfect. Like
Yeah.
he'd already been employed by Watford, but someone that can go in and just happily do a job for 6 months. Like he's pretty much retired. He's come out of retirement for this Watford game, give or take, this Watford gig. But he'll do a job, and he can play all different systems with different sorts of players. This Watford team is set up to score goals because he realises they've actually got some good attackers, and they're rubbish at the back until he can buy better defenders. So if he's allowed to buy better defenders, so unlike his Leicester team, they're actually very attack-minded. His Leicester team were fairly deep, 2 banks of 4. Okazaki and Vardy as 2 workhorses chasing lost causes, and it worked for him. But this team isn't set up like his Leicester team at all. Probably not as good, of course they're not. But they'll score goals. They'll concede buckets loads, though. They will concede buckets loads, this Watford team.
Do you know who that just reminded me of? You know when you sort of think like wistfully about those really obscure FPL players that at one point were like quite good for 2 games. Remember Leonard Ajoa, who played at Brighton and at Leicester?
Argentinian
like
or Uruguay?
Yeah,
Argentinian?
he was
Uruguay?
basically rubbish. But I'm pretty sure he would have got a winner's medal at Leicester, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was first sub for Leicester that season. It was always Okazaki, and then Ajoa would come on as impact sub.
Yeah.
Scored some goals.
Just want to say, if you, Gianni, the age-old saying in life, and Toby, if you don't ask, you don't get. And we had 30 likes, and we asked for more likes, and people just simply clicked the button, and now it's 83. So
Wonderful.
Just do it again, guys. I mean, you can't do it twice. If you haven't already, then go for it.
Double
That
like.
you had the last 5 minutes, Ed. You on like 80 odd burner accounts, just going like. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ed, out of interest, Ed,
Me
what is your account? I've not seen it pop up in the chat.
My account, it has popped up in the chat. You're just not looking. I'm going to go, hello. That is the Fantasy Football Social, which is mine and Gianni's podcast. So if you like our sort of banterific style, then please do come on. I think Toby's coming on it soon in the next couple of weeks or something. I can't remember, but it's a lighter look at fantasy football. So not less on stats, more on jokes.
If you like what you've heard tonight, subscribe to that channel. It's mainly me and Ed. Tobes is going to be on soon. Subscribe.
I understand I've got to pull together some sort of quiz as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
If it can sort of revolve around Newcastle United in the 90s, then that would be great.
No, the last guest did that. Hindu Monkey thought Ed was so rubbish at football knowledge, which he's not at all. He just didn't realise Ed was good at football knowledge. Decided to do a Newcastle 90s quiz. And Ed just edged it by a point.
Oh, it's close.
Just. Yeah, hang on. Everton Liverpool will be kicking off now, won't it? I need to get on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Chelsea Watford, which is on.
Yeah, I'm just about to switch over as well.
I'm 13 minutes in.
Great. 30 seconds in. Chance. Coleman just made an absolute last ditch tackle already. 30 seconds into the Liverpool Everton game.
Wow.
So it's out for a corner to Liverpool. Let's actually see what happened here. I'm seeing the replay now because it gets played across to Mane. Mane through on goal. Coleman asking for Pickford to come out. Coleman screams at Pickford. Pickford, who's an absolute calamitous goalkeeper for Everton, but the world's best for England. He's made, still looks dodgy. Trent here for the corner.
Trent on the corner already. Liverpool, this is at Goodison as well, isn't it? Like the home fans, you think they'll be up for it. Of course they will be, but Everton have been all over the place recently, Ed.
Oh, good header by Matip, and it just goes wide. The thing I should mention, sorry, just as I'm watching the Liverpool game, is I haven't captained Salah, but I do have Salah, Jota.
I was about to say.
Yeah, but doesn't
everyone?
Be a
nervy 90.
It's gonna be a nervy one for you, Tobes, if Jota bangs.
Yeah, I don't like that at the moment. Although I kind of feel like even if I wanted to get Jota in, I've missed the boat, right? So Firmino, Klopp said Firmino's going to be fit for the next game or the next home game, I think, which is a week or so away. And yeah, it's just too late. It's a bit like Foden, right? City with a chance.
Yeah, everyone came to Foden too late, and then he got 3 blanks in a row. I was quite happy.
Yeah, I just also whatever you say about Jota, I don't think he's that good.
Liverpool screaming forward again. Liverpool screaming forward again on the right. Henderson with the ball in. They're absolutely dominating at the moment. What's going on? Oh my goodness. Everton clatter into one of their players. Call shout for a penalty. It's not given. It's back into the box. Right outside the box. Oh, someone passes to someone, and now it's cleared. There you go. I've got El Fozzy saying, hang on, I know El Fozzy's an Everton fan, so I hope he's ready for an awful night if we're watching the first 2 minutes. El Fozzy, you're going to suffer here, I tell you. First 2 minutes, I don't think you've touched the ball, your players, apart from for clearances.
Free kick to Watford, right on the edge of the box. You know I said Chelsea were going to come out quite different and attack?
Oh, by the way, sorry. Mohamed Salah just missed
No.
a sitter from 4 yards out. A sitter, and it's my week.
And the assist? Who would have got the assist? Jota, probably.
I think it was Fernando. Was it Robertson on the left? It was someone on the left. So I think it might have been Robertson, or maybe it was Jota. I don't know.
Oh God.
You're going to pretend now, Gianni, that it definitely was Jota, regardless of that, and claim how unlucky you were after the game.
Oh, this Watford free kick. This Watford free kick is if you were placing the ball for a left footer, you would put it for a direct free kick. You put it here. It's about 23 yards out.
Cancelo with like 2 chances there. He had 2 shots. Like first shot rebounded back to him, another shot. He is so far advanced, Cancelo. It's a joke. If you haven't got Cancelo in your team, what are you doing?
Bit like Jota, Tobes.
I can understand that.
Oh, hits the wall. Free kick. Chelsea wall. Ooh. Robust, strong, solid.
Can I say that everyone's. Sorry, go on, Toby.
No.
It was Jota that got the assist, Ed. What are you doing?
Rodriguez just had a shot.
It would have been a Jota assist, Salah tapping. City
are absolutely all over Villa here as well. We're 4 minutes in. City have had, I think, 3 corners since I've been watching it. 3 shots on target. Mara just swinging another one in. Crap corner that time. Yeah, it's one-way traffic here at Villa Park.
Delia, I love that. How are my mic levels? Do you know what? I've not once looked at mic levels tonight. I can hear my ears. Tobes is good. I always worry I might be too loud when I get excited. Ed, if you could step away from your mic a tiny bit, I can't change your level. So you and Toby are on like the same sync. So just be mindful.
Oof.
Ed's frozen.
City with another corner.
Is Ed frozen? Or is that Eddie?
Yeah, he's frozen.
Is that a picture of Eddie Howe?
I didn't think he had frozen because he's frozen like I did earlier in a way that he just looks a bit bit melancholy. Mm. He just looks like Salah's scored and he hasn't captained him. Do you know what I mean? He's like, oh.
Is it the Milky Bar kid? Is it Eddie Howe? No, it's Ed. Oh, he's actually gone.
Can't see anything now. He didn't like that. Oh, he's back. Hi, Ed.
Hi, mate.
Oh,
sorry.
No, because you've gone. It's put Toby in Ed's box and Ed in Toby's box. So now you're asking me to do something techie and move it. Are you staying, right. Ed?
More people might follow me if it stays like that.
No, I can't do that to Tobes. That's not fair.
Yeah, I'm saying. I mean, I'd just like to comment. I'm sorry, I got so excited. I think I went too close to the mic. So there we go. Secondly, I'd like to say thanks. Lots of people seem to like my enthusiasm and my commentary, where I was saying someone passes to someone passes to someone. So I'd like to say that.
Iconic.
Oh, what am I doing?
Iconic.
Oh no.
Or City are in here again. Mahrez just dinks the ball into the cross. There's no one in the box. It is absolutely one-way traffic. City got another corner. They've had 5 corners in the 4 minutes that I've been watching.
Chance for Everton. Oh, great ball in from Damari Gray coming in at the back post. Sorry, I'm speaking loudly again. Coming in at the back post, I think was Decore.
Oh, what am I doing? Sorry, I'm playing with graphics and I'm not good at it. Carry on, Ed.
It's all right. Basically, Everton had a chance. So, not all bad. You know, they haven't conceded and they've had a chance. So, there you go.
Stresses me out. Action at Chelsea.
Another corner to Liverpool here.
As says Gianni, what on earth are you doing? Ed left the chat and then Ed was in Toby's box, and that's just not fair for Toby to be in Ed's box. So I'm trying to move it as. Is there a way of doing it when everyone else can't view my movements then?
I don't mind being in Ed's box.
Yeah, thanks, mate. I could be in yours, and I could, claim I wrote FPL diary along with Gianni. But anyway.
Have I completely missed that chance? The guys in the chat are telling me Mason Mount has hit the post. I think I've missed it.
Or it just didn't happen. It's a wind-up.
El Fozzy's got some superb commentary there. Well, some of the crowd are on the pitch. Someone has the ball. Someone scores. Someone thinks it all over. Is it? Yeah. That's this. Look, I'm not a commentarian. A commentator.
Commentator.
That's it.
Commentarian.
Trying to overdo a word, Ed.
Yeah.
That is what a commentator would do. To be fair, I like it. I see what you did there. Oh no! Now look what's happened. I've got to restart this window. On Ed's face.
It was my internet that did this. I'm very sorry. I need an Ethernet cable. That's what I need. Anyway.
Keep it clean, Toby. Oh my God, Salah, great chance, apparently. Maybe that's the replay of when Jota laid it on a plate for him.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
Toby got away without the assist that I would have got.
Everton
got away with it.
For those that don't know, Toby and I are the biggest rivals going, and he doesn't have Jota and I do. Oh, and by the way, we also wrote a book together. It's Christmas.
We are not.
I have to plug it today.
No.
I can't believe you've got to move that far to go and get it. That's what I'm worried about. Why is it not within arm's reach always?
Even though I know that Fozzie and Az are in the chat, I'm still very happy to do this promotion right now. Oh, Chelsea chance! Oh, is Mason Mount with the post?
We've just before you do the big plug, possession stats for the first 8 minutes of this game: 85% Man City.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is Cancelo bossing it like usual?
Yeah, the bloke. I think there was a stat from last week. He's had more touches than any player in the Premier League by like a huge margin. It's like the person who's second is so far behind him. Yeah, like the plan. Oh, there's been a goal. Liverpool scored.
Who's on the Liverpool game? Ed.
Ed's frozen again.
Jota, please. Who is it? Oh, he has actually frozen, hasn't he? He's a nightmare. Oh, it looks like the goal has been scored by Henderson. I'm going to come on to the goal show.
Hendo.
Who gets the assist? That's the question. Ed, right on the money shot. Salah, Van Dijk, Matip, all very close to him for the celebration. Did one of those guys get the assist? I'm going to see the replay in just a second. Here we go. So, ball comes over the top. Mane chases a bit what looks like a lost cause. Keeps possession. He's on the edge of the box, but on the angle. Feeds Robertson. Robertson left foot cross. Pulls it back. Robbo assist. Hendo. The sort of goal you expect the sort of goal Hendo scores. Edge of the box. Ball bouncing across. Side foot half volley. Steers it past Pickford. If Pickford wasn't the shortest goalkeeper in the league, he'd probably save it. But unfortunately, Pickford gets nowhere near it. Edouard Mendy makes a comfortable save there. Now, this isn't digging Pickford out. Like, you look at him and his physique and you say you're not meant to save that shot. But Edouard Mendy and 50% of the Premier League goalkeepers save that just because they're taller. It's science. It's a thing. And that's why Pickford is so rubbish.
That with his left foot as well, Henderson. Blimey. Yeah. What a finish.
Before there's more action, Toby and I are rivals. You can read all about our rivalry and you can improve your game by checking out Fantasy Premier League, Unlocking the Secrets of Top 1% Finish. It's the perfect Christmas present. There's all sorts of fun in this book and it will improve your game. It's the best-selling FPL book on the market according to Amazon and their star rating system. Also check out Wasting Your Wildcard. Scout contributed to this. This was the first book ever out that I have ever seen on FPL. 2 books for your Christmas list. Google it. This one's not available in all good bookshops. This one is. This one isn't. But you can buy it from our publisher direct. Free P&P in the UK, $7.99.
Sounds like you've plugged that before, Gianni.
I mean, our regulars are like probably just switched off. They're like, oh, not again. Not again.
Villa actually, despite all the Man City pressure, Villa actually had I guess you'd call it a half chance. Ollie Watkins was sent down kind of through the middle on the break. It was well defended by City in the end. The ball fell to, I think it was Leon Bailey, who the ball was blocked by Diaz. But yeah, bit of a half chance for Villa. But it's been all City, and it's back with Sterling on the left hand side. City just knocking very, very firmly on the door, and you'd expect it to open imminently.
And my graphics
Bill was in. Oh,
Sterling left, Jesus down the middle, and Mahrez right. Obviously, it's Jesus who you'd expect down the middle, which is where he played last time out.
Correct. Yeah, Mahrez inverted on the right hand side with his left foot. Sterling doing the same thing on the left, and Jesus through the middle. Bill, I mean, it's really hard to describe what Cancelo's position is. He just floats everywhere. He just pops up everywhere in like any given moment. Yeah, it's bonkers. Like Bilva just got in behind there as well and cut the ball back, but a City player couldn't get on the end of it.
He's playing right back tonight, isn't he? He is playing right back because Zinchenko's playing.
Yeah, right back. But I mean, he's nowhere near the right back position ever. Fernandinho, I think, is about to go into the book here. Oh no, he's not. It was just a pretty standard tackle. There's goals in this one, and I would suspect they're coming for Man City.
There's definitely goals in both these late games. With Liverpool scoring early, Everton have got to now have a go, which is going to mean the floodgates could open at Goodison.
Sterling's got him behind here, dinks the ball across. Oh, Bilver again, just over his head. This is.
Bilver's looking most likely to score by the sounds of it, Tobes.
Bilver's looking but Bilver's looked really good the last few weeks, hasn't he? As kind of, he's basically been sort of getting the points that you wanted Foden to get, right? He's been the one that's been returning. Gundogan's been looking pretty lively for XG as well. Always does when Kevin De Bruyne doesn't play, of course. But yeah, Gundogan not playing tonight, which is annoying because I wanted to scout Bilver and Gundogan tonight because I'm probably going to bring one of those two in next week. I'm now almost thinking like Gundogan's a shout because he's had the rest and he's probably therefore less rotation. Or less prone to rotation.
There's talk he might be injured, so wait for Pep's comments on that. But there's talk that he may not have travelled because of injured. Nuclear Atoms, too many ads in this stream. I wish there was a YouTube. Nuclear Atoms, are you serious? Take that back. You're one of our regulars. You know that there's only ever like 1 or 2 ads in like a 3-hour segment. Come on. Tell us you don't mean it. Tell us you love us.
We need validation. Ed's frozen again, isn't he?
Oh, yes. And again, he's frozen on one of those faces.
We could do a little montage at the end, just to like 8 or 9 frozen Ed faces. It'd be quite amusing, I think.
El Fozzie, tell them about the earrings, Gianni. Are they real Diamante? What earrings? I'm not wearing earrings.
Just maybe your headphones look like it.
Yeah, it's got the little glance. El Fozzie has got Bilver, and he was torn on Bilver or Gundo, and he made that move last week ahead, and Gundo obviously got all the points, but Bilver might reward you tonight.
Oh, is that pen? Oh, that looked like a pen. It's not been given. Mike Dean's not given the pen. He's told him to get up, but VAR are definitely going to have a look at that, I'm sure.
Can I just say,
there's action for you, Ed. I think Jota involved, should have had 2 assists apparently.
Jota to Trent. Oh,
he's gone.
Trent from the edge of the area, going top corner. Pickford pulls off a good save.
Jota, 2 chances created. That would be nice in the BPS. Ed looks constipated.
Am I there? Hello, am I there?
Yeah, just about, mate. Just about.
Oh,
good save by Pickford, even for all 6 foot of him.
Yeah, my Amazon stream's working. It was Trent with the effort from the edge of the box.
Alonso on the attack. Come on, Marcus Alonso. We need this. Gives it to Mason Mount. Still 0-0 at Vicarage Road. 28 minutes in. Mason Mount with a cross to the left foot. He's the only creative spark, only attacking spark for Chelsea. Very, very quiet elsewhere. Little threat from the wing-backs, Aspi and Alonso, by the way, guys that might want to scout. Watford been the better team. Mason Mount, the only bright Chelsea player.
Chelsea have scored.
Oh, God, is Alonso involved? Christensen out to Rudiger. Rudiger, 40 yards from goal. Ball comes in over the top to Alonso. Alonso brings it down, squares it. Alonso passes it to Havertz. Havertz to Mount, 1-0 Chelsea. Havertz assist, Mount goal. We were so close to an Alonso assist. He gives it to Havertz, and Havertz is about to pull the trigger. He's only 8 yards out, Havertz. He scores if he shoots, but he gives it to Mount, who scores and he shoots.
In Liverpool derby, Townsend gets brought down just outside the box, but he's booked for diving. There you go.
Kelly Summers, who is doing an Amazon game tonight, she is at St Mary's. She is coming to Fest. We'll talk more about that later. We'll give you a little bit of a break on the ads. Kelly Summers bought in Mount this week. She told me that yesterday. What a transfer in that is for a 1-week punt.
That is rascal, isn't it? Because Mount's not been getting much of a sniff, has he, recently? He's been let's be honest, he's been dropped. He's been fit, but he's not been getting in the team.
He was dropped at the weekend. Prior to that, he was out with dental. But the weekend, I'll give you, he was dropped at the weekend.
And he did also get a hat-trick just before he got injured or whatever. So,
but then prior to that, he'd not really offered a huge amount, was it? I mean, fair play. It's a very, very ballsy call. And
she knew he'd start, though. I reckon every Chelsea predicted lineup tonight would have had Mount in because of that rotation. Like, we knew that Reece James was probably not going to play. We knew that front 3 would be rotated. But yeah, frustrating for Alonso owners there because it was him with the brilliant takedown. It was him that created the space. he pulls it back to Havertz, who really could pull the trigger. There's a lot of Havertz sellers out there, I reckon.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough, though. If I had Havertz, I'd be looking to shift him pretty sharpish, especially with Lukaku floating around on the bench, right? He's not going to get that number 9 role for much longer.
If I had owned Havertz going into this game week, though, I would have held. Most of the predicted 11s knew Mount and Havertz would start. So you play him for Watford and then you sell. But yeah, long term, Lukaku, Werner, you're not going to give Havertz a chance.
Everton have got in a couple of times here, so it's not dead and buried for them. They created a couple of chances. There hasn't been a clear-cut chance yet, but they've got in behind a couple of times and just not been able to make the final pass. So corner to Everton right now.
Ed, Delia says, you guys doing a video to share that you talked about during the Spaces? Like what we did on Spaces, are we going to do a YouTube so people can watch it at their leisure? Because people that missed that Spaces feel like they missed out. And they kind of did miss out a bit. Like we had Kelly Summers with us. We had a lot of cool ideas. What's the gig?
I think we'll do an episode with you, me, and Mark Southerns and talk about it in the next couple of weeks. So people can watch and get any info about Fest that they want to know.
Chelsea in here, 2-on-1. It's Mason Mount again, and Havertz gives it to Havertz. Havertz is in, chips it, Havertz goal. Mason Mount assist. Could be offside.
I think it's offside.
Oh, yeah, the flag has gone up. VAR are going to look at this. I initially thought he was a yard off, but Mason Mount, brilliant. He picks it up in his own half.
Oh, Liverpool scored another one.
Jeez.
I think
it's a yard off. He has actually. He's actually frozen, isn't he? As soon as they've scored twice, that is.
Don't be Jota. Don't be
it's
Jota.
All right. I've got the goal show up. I'm gonna watch
Salah,
it.
it's Salah. Come on.
What's his effective ownership? Does it? Here we go.
Million.
I'm just seeing the Liverpool goal. My eyes are off the chat, so I can see who actually got the assist.
Just hear Ed making noises of exasperation.
Ed, will you get an Ethernet cable?
Yeah, I need one, don't I? Can you hear me now?
You're talking about hosting live streams for Fantasy Football Social.
Yeah. Isn't this entertaining? Who?
I've got it. I'm watching it. Unless you've got it, Ed, but I'm watching the replay as we speak. Henderson with the ball on the halfway. Go on.
Yeah. Henderson plays the ball through and Salah puts it in with his left foot. Beautiful finish.
Pickford,
no doubt.
Pickford shows him the corner. I mean, Pickford's covering his near post and then some. The goalkeeping on display is absolutely shocking. Just from Pickford's where Salah has no right to score from that angle, but Pickford covers his post and half the crowd, but not the far corner.
Pickford he's not good. Henderson with a goal and an assist. I mean, who has Henderson? Blimey. Yeah, and I haven't captained him, so this is a nightmare. But it's a good finish, though. I mean, come on, Salah. What a little dinky finish.
It's a good finish, but Pickford steps aside and says, there you go, tuck it in the corner, mate.
Apparently, there's another emergency at St Mary's now. Half-time has been delayed.
What is going on?
Gets his angles wrong.
People are, what is going on, blimey? It's a good finish, but yes, Pickford's got it wrong. Everton fans are leaving the ground, guys. Everton fans are leaving after 20 minutes.
They'll Rafa out. Chats will start tonight.
Jokes aside, he is under some pressure, isn't he? Everton are 14th, I think, before today.
My least favourite manager in the Premier League. Ask Napoli, Inter, and Real Madrid fans how good Rafa is. Absolute disgrace. I know, and he only did well at Liverpool in the cups because he had Gerrard. Like terrible in the league at Liverpool.
As it stands, Everton are 15th, 5 points off relegation. Not good enough, is it, for club of that size?
Corner to Liverpool again. Rafa was so good with us. I mean,
Ed, that corner from Liverpool almost led in a goal, no? That was centimetres wide. Oh, it's Jota! Oh, it's Jota! Corner from Trent. Jota header, and it's a centimetre past the post. Pickford dives, but isn't going to get there because it's in the corner. Pickford can't get to corners of goals. And it would have been 3-0 after 21 minutes. This is going to be a rout.
Our friend Banger, who inexplicably thinks Jordan Pickford is like the greatest goalkeeper that's ever been, doesn't think it's a Pickford mistake. Where do you stand on that, Jan?
He just shows him the angle. I mean,
is it an error? Will it go down as a goalkeeping error?
No, but those that watch it closely will say, he's got his angles all wrong. From that angle, Salah's got no right to score. In the chat,
West Ham has scored.
Oh, West Ham.
West Ham. Who for West Ham?
I'll talk you through this goal, this West Ham goal.
Have you got it up?
Yeah, I got it up. Got it up. If it's a West Ham goal, for Antonio owners, you'll be very happy. He's not been returning for you. For Antonio sellers, this will be very difficult. One, because you've just sold him. But two, because his ownership is so high. I don't know. I'm just about to see it. But his ownership's so high, this hurts overall rank if it is an Antonio goal. My eyes are off the chat, just in case there's any spoilers. Corner comes in from Liverpool. They're just going to show that before they come to the goal on the goal show. We're going to see the goal in seconds. Bear with me, guys. It is, of course, we know it's West Ham 1, Brighton 0.
West Ham 2, you mean?
Sorry, West Ham 2. We had the goal from... Who scored the goal earlier? Souček.
Yeah.
It's going to be from a corner. West Ham, the best team in the league, arguably, from set pieces. Corner comes in, goes up.
Antonio. Yeah, of course it is.
Error from the goalkeeper. Do you know what? He scored. You know that goal he scored against Spurs from a corner the other week? Where he stuck his leg out and scored.
Yeah,
this is way easier. This is literally on the goal line. It's a tap in. It's bouncing around. Dawson's involved. They're going to surrounding the ref. Dunk, Sanchez, saying that the goalkeeper was... Oh, they might look at this. Duffy... Yeah, he's definitely listening to VAR. Duffy and Dunk seem to think they've got... Here we go. I'm going to see the replay. VAR are reviewing this Antonio goal. Dawson pushes the defender. And they're all over Sanchez. Dawson... Oh, I think that would be given. I think that would be fine. It could be Zuma that gets it. Zuma, Dawson, Antonio all involved. Antonio literally scores on the goal line. Sanchez is fine. Oh, wow.
So are they reviewing it? Yeah,
They're still reviewing it. It's the longest VAR review I can remember in a while. They're saying possible foul. I don't know if this is going to go down as an Antonio goal. It might come off Duffy, you know.
That would be great for FPL. The Duffy own goal. Quite a lot of people still own Duffy.
So the possible foul is the initial header or the initial... Dawson goes up for the header. Before he goes up for the header, which he doesn't win, he drags back his marker. So that's saying he's chucked his marker onto the ground, which I think is Lallana, number 14, and then they've scored from it. So they're saying possible foul play. Then they're also looking at the foul on Sanchez. So there's two possible fouls they're looking at. It's absolutely mental. And by the way, I'm pretty sure it goes in off Duffy's heel. It goes off. I don't think Antonio touches it, which means he will not get the goal or the assist. I don't think he touches that. If he touches that, I'm ringing Mark Southerns to tell him to get on the phone. If he touches it, it's off his laces. Literally, goes over his foot. Antonio doesn't get a touch.
Oh, it's been disallowed. It's been officially disallowed.
Get in. It would have been a Duffy own goal, I reckon. Oh, apparently the app says Duffy own goal.
Yeah, it's been 100% ruled out though. Is that fair enough? Do you think? Or is it soft?
Oh, I think it's soft.
I feel like it's soft because you'd be gagging for this to be ruled out with Antonio maybe getting the point. So I feel like it might be a bit soft.
It's one of those, like we always see. Oh, they're looking at that. Okay, they're looking at two fouls, Dawson and Sanchez, both involved. And now they're looking at a Dawson handball. And I think it's disallowed. I think it's disallowed for the Dawson handball.
It doesn't sound like there's an awful lot right with this goal. Antonio hasn't scored it. It's been about 3 fouls. It's a handball.
The screen I'm watching, they are still reviewing it. Now, we know it's been disallowed, but this VAR review has taken 4 minutes.
Man City have scored, but I haven't seen the goal yet, so I can probably talk you through it. Got Zinchenko with the ball, who's cutting in field, cuts in field even further, plays the ball, little 1-2. Zinchenko out to Sterling on the left-hand side. Sterling's facing up Matt Cash, I think that is. Sterling absolutely roasts him, dinks the ball in with his left foot, cuts it back to the edge of the area. Oh, it's a great goal. Who's hit that? Oh, it's Diaz.
What's he doing up there?
Ruben Diaz with his left foot has sort of like scuffed one into the bottom corner from about 20 yards. It's not the cleanest strike you're ever going to see, but it's well placed. Be interested to see if the keepers should do better here. But to be fair, if you own Diaz, you deserve that because last week you got
clean sheet wipeout.
you got mugged off as a Diaz owner. Everybody owns Cancelo, so that's fine. If you were a Cancelo Diaz double upper last week, that is a bit of justice for you. Sterling does really well. I think he beats target. It's a good hit actually from Diaz. Is Diaz left-footed?
No, because Laporte's the left-sided centre back in the between the
right.
three centre backs they've got.
It's
Stones.
actually I take that back. I said he scuffed it into the bottom bin. He hasn't scuffed it. He's absolutely smashed it, whipped it left foot, struck it really, really clean. First time hit. It's a really good goal. I think you got to say hats off, decent finish.
What would the because he doesn't score many, Diaz. He doesn't score many from headers either, from corners. Odds on Diaz first goal, he would have been the lowest ranked City player, him and Zinchenko, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he'd have been down there for sure. But he's hit that like a very accomplished striker.
Does Sterling go round John McGinn a bit easy, Tobes?
Was it McGinn he went round? Or was it
Yeah,
Target?
he left McGinn flat-footed.
Yeah, he went round him like he wasn't there, to quote Mike Bassett. Yeah, it wasn't great defending. Oh, Villa are in here. Oh, it's good defending. Tell you what, for all the pressure, it's really good defending from Diaz, actually, funnily enough. City have been pretty much all over them, like had all the possession, ball all in the Villa's final third. But Villa have like created 2 or 3 little half chances on the break. Another one there. Ollie Watkins is looking quite lively, to be fair.
Asad Ventura, Diaz second on his bench. Geez, you've got a decent squad, Ace. Maybe too good a squad. But although you do say Reece James won't play and Lamptey and Foden might not, Ed's gone.
Yeah, doesn't fancy it.
Oh Lord!
It's this internet connection up in North Wales, right? It's
Mate,
rural.
What that does to the graphics. Hi guys. What that does to the graphics is there are 3 boxes and now 2 screens, so we are split between 3 boxes, me and you. So you can see like half my face, half yours. I'm not going to move it because Ed will come back on, I assume.
Yeah, hopefully.
What game was Ed on? Liverpool.
Yeah, I think we're okay there at the moment.
Mate, Jota.
No, not been any action.
Jota, nothing's happened, but the fact that he nearly scored that header and then the 2 potential assists, he could be on a 20-point already, mate.
The fact that he nearly... If we had this conversation... We have this conversation every week about players that could have done this, could have done that.
But Jota, we have it more over Jota than anyone. You, at the start of the season, had this conversation because as a Jota owner, and now it's me. If you're a Jota owner, it's just something that happens to you, isn't it? You miss a ton of points.
Or Watford have equalised.
Oh!
Who is it? That's a clean sheet wipe. At least we haven't got Reece James to have his clean sheet wiped out.
No, I got Alonso to have a clean sheet wiped out. I'm on double Chelsea defence.
Yeah, I got Rudiger as well.
Are you sure it's Watford?
Talk us through it. Yeah, 100%.
I'm just about to see it. Ugh.
Yeah, go on, talk us through it.
Still not seeing it.
It's going to be Dennis. If it's Dennis or King.
It's going to be Dennis or King, isn't it? Well, it could be João Pedro.
It's not.
He's in the other one in the front 3. No, he's out for a while. Oh, I think it is João Pedro on the right. It was the ball. It's against Rudiger. Oh, and he just shows him. Number 25. I think it's Dennis. It's Dennis. 25's Dennis.
Oh. He scored.
Dennis goal. He takes it really well.
I'm bringing in Dennis next week. I'm bringing in Dennis next week.
He takes it really well. And there'll be some that say, oh, he's going to the AFCON. Well, you can sell him if he goes to the AFCON. He's only got 3 caps for Nigeria. He might not go. Although I think he probably will. Surely. On this form, they are taking him. And also Victor Osimhen, Napoli's player, best number 9 Nigeria have, is currently out injured, I think. So again, he could miss it. Extra spot for grabs. Just seeing the goal. Rudiger gives him a lot of time and space. It's poor defending from Rudiger. He should show him outside and he lets him come inside. It takes a nick and it finds its way into the bottom corner. It all comes from Ruben Loftus-Cheek giving the ball away in the middle. They sort of tag team him. Yeah, Loftus-Cheek he'll get Tuchel won't be happy with that.
Just enforced substitution here. Leon Bailey has gone off and Ashley Young has come on. Not that impacts too many people in FPL, but worth knowing, isn't it?
Excuse me, worth knowing.
Banger hasn't brought Dennis in, has he?
Surely not. Oh, no, it does sound like a banger move a few weeks back, maybe.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Hasn't played for Nigeria since 2019. Yeah, John, but he's never been in this sort of form. And he's now... Oh...
How old is he? I
don't know. I must admit, I don't know anything about his past. I don't even know where they bought him from. They buy him from France. I think they bought him from France. Let's have a look. Are you going to look?
Yeah, I was going to
go. Oh, Marcus Alonso is down. I think he's going to be all right. He's holding his ankle.
Ooh, get him off.
Oh, Milena. He's got Dennis on the bench and Alonso in his starting 11.
To be fair to you, like a lot of people will have Dennis bench. Because, yeah, of course it is. Chelsea, I think he plays City next week. He's going to be on the bench for that one as well. Dennis is 24 years old.
Where'd they buy him from? Was it France?
I think Club Bruges, Belgium. So yeah, he was at Club Bruges. He was on loan in 2021. He was on loan in Germany for FC Köln and didn't score a goal there.
You've been there, haven't you? You've seen Köln, haven't you?
I have, yeah. I saw them soon after we bought Kevin Wimmer off them and then proceeded to sell him for 18 million to Stoke City, which is possibly the most outrageously inflated transfer fee in the history of football. Yeah, Dennis will definitely go to the AFCON, I'm sure of it.
Demenstra says Jimenez was nearly sent off.
Ooh. Pourquoi?
Yeah, I don't know why. Don't know why yet. I am going to see the replay. There's the Leicester players rolling around as well. As the yellow card for Romeo comes in.
I don't know whether to switch back to that Leicester game or to stick on the City game. I guess probably stick on the City game until this goes to half time, then get back to the Leicester game for the end of it.
Yeah.
Or Morris is in here. Oh, Morris like weaving in and out. Eventually had to take the shot with his right foot and it was blocked.
FM38 sold Diaz for Alonso. That's going to hurt. That could hurt him today. Long run, that's a good move, mate. Yeah. Over the next 10 game weeks, you'll probably be up on Alonso. But of course, Diaz tonight is going to go big for double. If they keep a clean sheet, you'll get 3 bonus goal. He'll be on 14-pointer.
Mid game here, so Jesus has come out to the left hand side now for about the last 5-10 minutes. Sterling's been playing through the middle.
Oh really?
Do you know? Yeah. Do you know, every time I watch him play, and I know he's like never going to be one you bring in as an FPL asset, but Rodri is so good, just such a good footballer. Crap in terms of an FPL asset, but he just like every time I watch him, he just runs the show.
Yeah,
Leicester have scored. Leicester have equalised, but I don't know who it is. I
haven't
got the game up.
Oh Lord, please don't be. If you want to go goal show like me, Tobes, you'll get all of the goals. We can both talk them through, but it's up to you. Jimenez is in for Wolves here. The play slowed down. He gives it to Troy on the edge of the box. Toby.
It's Maddison. It's your boy Maddison.
Unbelievable. I just didn't fancy him enough. I liked Mads as a Foden replacement. It was more I didn't want to sell Foden.
Apparently as a worldie as well.
He is flying at the moment.
Excuse me. I'm going to get the goal. Is it the goal show up?
Yeah, get it up. And Maddison runs it from well inside his own half, and he gives the ball to. It finds its way out to Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes back to Luke Thomas. Luke Thomas, number 33, to Maddison. Maddison on the left. Dummies. Oh, he turns him inside out. Near post finish. McCarthy again isn't covering his near post, but it's a very well taken goal from Maddison. He is flying at the moment.
It's annoying that Vardy's got nowhere near these 2 goals as well. You'd back him, wouldn't you?
Is Ed coming back? Very good question. He has rebooted his internet router, so yes, he is coming back. Hopefully very soon. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to sort these faces out, aren't I? Because we look terrible. Tobes, you're getting some love in the chat. John says, and I'm guessing John hasn't seen you before. Just want to make sure that Leicester goal's onside. Yeah. John says. Now. Gianni, Gianni, have to say, Toby is excellent. Very good with knowledge and explaining the action, plus a dry sense of humour.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah, no, he's on side, isn't he? I said, it's not that. I thought it was going to be like some 35-yard rocket, but it's a
good goal, though.
It is a good goal. Really good goal. Like that, I think he sells Livramento, doesn't he? Livramento just absolutely sells himself, which you can kind of understand. Cuts back in. And then he just fires it low and hard. I don't think you can blame the goalkeeper for that. He's so close to him, low and hard, near post. Fair enough, good goal. All to play for. 40 minutes to go. Yeah, 15 minutes. Boom.
Do you know what? I'm going to have to drag these faces, see if I can do it live. Ooh. Looks horrific. Who's that? That's me.
This is they say, don't they? Never work with children and animals. Never work with Ed. That's the new rule.
Or me.
Or Gianni, technophobe.
I can't do the. Okay, no. We're going to have to wait till he gets back. because I've got to
If you get
resize
that.
everything.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
what did I do with that one? Oh, gosh. Oh, Ed, where are you? Where are you? Like Delia. I can't even ring him. I can't even ring Ed because
no signal.
he lives in North Wales and I'd usually WhatsApp call him, but his internet's off.
Ooh. Everton have got one back.
Have they? Clean sheet wipeout.
Clean sheet wipeout. Just to reiterate as well, Thomas got the assist for Maddison, who is a very tempting price, isn't he? Thomas, 4.5, I want to say.
He's getting a good run of games. They just don't keep clean sheets though, do they?
True, they do.
Oh,
not.
Watford are in! Oh, Mendy saves. And it's Sissoko, captain. Watford captain Sissoko. God. They would have scored just before half-time with 48 minutes on the clock here. And Watford, and it would have been Dennis with the assist and lovely pass through from Dennis.
We said, didn't we, earlier, if you want a man to make the wrong decision in the final third, it's Adama Traore. But I'll tell you another man we can add to that list. And as a Spurs fan, I know all about it. Moussa Sissoko in the final third is pointless.
Although Gray. Oh,
just Everton goal now.
Is Matip out of position or Trent out of position? He's just free.
I don't know. Who played the ball through? It was a decent ball through.
The Everton fans that have left might come back in.
That's Pony leaving 20 minutes in. As Richarlison played the ball.
Yeah, according to the chat. I'm just ringing Ed.
You shouldn't be leaving 20 minutes into any game. 2-0 down in a derby. We know anything can happen. Oh, that's just poor.
Yeah, it's poor from Matip and Trent though. They're just watching Gray in that position. Like Trent come across. Or Matip Trent. There's clearly no communication there.
Yeah. Oh. Gets a nick on Alisson's gooch on the way through that one. That might be a bit sore. I'm not sure. I don't know enough about defending to know whether Trent should be covering there or whether Matip's just too far out of position.
Trent should be covering.
Yeah, but you'd say that because you hate Trent and you love Reece James.
I love Trent, but he can't defend.
Did you see, incidentally, it might even have been Gary Lineker talking about playing Reece James at left back for England and Trent at right back and having that, because I think Reece James came on and did a bit of left back, didn't he, for Chelsea a couple of games ago or in the last game?
Yeah.
As a bit of a stand-in.
He hasn't got a great left foot, but yeah, I mean, Spinazzola, world's best left back, he's actually right-footed.
Imagine that. Imagine having Reece. I suppose, though, you probably negate a large aspect of Reece James's game, though, don't you, if you play him on the left, because he's not going to be fizzing balls in with his left peg.
Ed says he's now got a power cut. So my question to him is, shall I change the boxes? How long do you think? Because the boxes look terrible. Sorry, guys. I know you're listening. But, Antonio was in there. Bowen. There's no goal.
Yeah, I just seen it.
What happened?
Bowen is lively, isn't he? But Bowen is absolutely on my...
Yeah, he's in all my fan teams, Bowen.
Yeah, like I've got in a couple of weeks, I need to upgrade Rafinha because he goes in a terrible run. And Bowen is definitely an option, I think, to move to, because I think West Ham gone quite a good run of fixtures as well. That is shaved the post. That is 6 inches.
Every right to shoot there, Tobes. Even though if he passes it to Antonio, it's an empty net. The pass might not find Antonio, and Bowen's got every right to shoot. He probably can't even see Antonio. It's in his blind spot. Fair that he shoots from there.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah, as I say, he was 6 inches away from scoring. Yeah, you can have no complaints there.
El Fozzie says change the boxes. I'm going to try and change the boxes. Oh gosh. Right. I just don't know how... my Zoom is set for 3 people and now it's on 2. Oh, this is horrific. This is pressure. Yeah. This is the one thing I can't... it scares me, like nerves and everything.
Just relax. It'll be fine.
I just don't know how to even get, like... Oh, God.
Who normally sorts you out in this situation? Is it Az or is it...
No one. This doesn't happen. Like, people don't get power cuts through streams unless they live in Wales, maybe.
We're going to Wolves now. Jimenez taking on the entire defence on his own. Jimenez facing up. Oh, he's got a score. Oh, it's gone inches wide. I don't think it was even Jimenez. It was Hwang. Hwang's like taken on half the Burnley defence on his own there. Faced up, I think, Ben Mee on the edge of the box, edge of the D, taking a shot with his left foot, and it's gone about a foot wide of the post. Took a little nick off Ben Mee on the way through. Keeper probably had it covered, to be fair. But yeah. Wolves looking a little bit lively now. But are Burnley going to go down finally? Like we say it every year, don't we? We go, "Oh, Burnley going to go down," and then they don't, and they end up finishing. Oh, Burnley are in here. Oh,
Timely.
he's taking it. Yeah, I'm not sure who that was. I'm not even sure he's playing for Burnley. Is that Vidra up front, or is it Wood? I can't even
Oh no,
see
it's
from here.
Cornet, and you can check out graphics. Cornet and Wood, I think, up front two.
I've not got the stream open. Yeah, it's like end to end. This game's come to the game, and seen two big chances at either end, but it remains 0-0. Keeper's got it.
Oh god!
Excuse me.
If Ed comes back on, once I've done this,
Man City have scored.
Oh.
Second.
I'll leave you to talk us through that, Tobes, because I'm otherwise
Yeah,
engaged. But is it definitely a Man City goal? Is it?
Yeah, definitely a Man City goal. We're still actually on the Wolves game, so it might need 30 seconds or so.
Apologies for the graphics, guys, but I'm sure you're watching the football anyway and listening to us. Hopefully, well, you can watch now. Tobes, tell us what you can see. Who do people care about?
Here we go. So Villa have actually got the ball at the moment. Ball's dinked into the box, cleared by Cancelo. Cancelo playing head tennis with...
Cancelo, go on, boy.
They're on the edge of their own box at the moment. Fernandinho picks it up, pings a ball out to the right wing, and it looks like Jesus clips the ball into the middle. Oh, what a goal that is!
Is it Bilver? Yeah, it's Bilver, isn't it?
It's an absolutely brilliant goal. I'm not sure who played the ball in. I think it was Jesus. Yeah, it was Jesus. Ball out on the right-hand side. Dinks the ball in, and Bilver just takes it first time, left peg on the volley, side foot, and just absolutely rockets it past the goalkeeper. It's an absolutely sensational finish. Yeah, what a player Bilver is as well, by the way.
Yeah,
actually, people get really annoyed calling him Bilver, don't they?
No, it's our thing, mate.
Bilver.
It's our thing. You carry on with Bilver, just like Jevons and Dilver.
Who do you bring in? I've got a conundrum now. I've got enough money to bring in Gundo or Bilver next week for Brownhill.
Well, Bilver's now going to get a rest, isn't he?
Well, that's the thing. Gundo
has 2 on 1.
Rest tonight.
I'm just seeing the replay. It's literally 2 on 1. Villa.
Check out this finish.
What a hit! That doesn't bounce, does it?
No, he takes out on the volley. It's an absolute worldie.
Oh, what a hit! To even try that, so many try and take a hit there. Try and take a touch. The ball
travels a long way as well.
Also, it's coming so completely across him. In a way, it's coming a little bit behind him and across him.
It's because also it's not a million miles away from Martinez, but he hits it so hard.
No keeper's getting that.
Near it.
Although if that was Pickford, I may have said he should have got near it, but no, you cannot get anywhere near that. There's a lot of empty fans at Villa Park, empty seats. Is that because it's half time and they're going? Yeah, no one's leaving.
I don't know. I don't think. Yeah, I mean, if you get battered by City, you get battered by City, right? No one's coming here as a Villa fan expecting Villa to win it. Yeah, I imagine it's just the fact that it's near half time and people are going to get their pie early. So
to recap, guys, you can see on our graphics, it's Southampton.
Oh, hang on. Sorry. João Cancelo is down.
Oh god.
And he looks in a lot of pain. He's holding his left ankle.
Half time whistle's just gone as well, Tobes, I think. No.
No, it hasn't. There's still. I might have done, but on my stream, he's still. I'm about to see it now. I know.
No, it's not gone. Sorry, it's not gone.
Yeah, Cancelo's down and looking in a little bit of bother here, which is going to be a bit worrisome for owners, of which there are a lot.
Oh, Fozzie's got Bilver, but he's still saying he'd recommend Gundo. Interesting.
Yeah.
We'll be checking Scout out on Twitter for injury news updates off the back of press conferences. Definitely check that out because Gundo left out tonight. Could be rested. There could be a knock.
Brighton just had a really good chance there as well. Lallana, again, we're just seeing a flurry of balls whistling past the post. Some good play build up by Brighton. I think it's Trossard.
He's in bags of space. How's Lallana not at the target?
He should have scored, really. It's actually a really good chance.
How's Lallana found himself in all that space? This is why this is the problem. This is why the fans are annoyed because they play great football, but they cannot score goals.
The trouble is, though, I don't think you can really blame Potter for that, right? Potter, you could argue bring in a better striker, but what really good striker will go to Brighton? They spent money on Maupay, who tore it up in the Championship. Like Potter, the other day, Maupay missed, didn't he, from about 4 yards out, goal gaping. Like, Potter can't legislate for that. Potter can play the system that creates chances like that and produces that really great kind of build-up play. And they're great to watch. They just can't put it in the back of the net. And I really don't think you can blame Potter for that. It's just poor finishing.
He just
There's only
needs
so much
money to buy a better number 9.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not, his if you're a really good number 9, let's face it, at the moment, you're not going to go to Brighton. You're going to get snapped up by a better, bigger club because it's such a difficult position to buy for.
That's the problem. Like, their number 9, they picked up from the Championship. And Neil Maupay was amazing at Brentford in the season before he left. But that's the market they're moving into. Yeah. So, but maybe now, they are a more established Premier League team. They now have an close to elite Premier League manager, not elite global manager, but Potter is very well thought of. Maybe they can attract a bigger name.
Yeah, perhaps.
Let me go open this door because the dog wants to go out, as you can probably see in the corner. Oh no, you can't. It's off screen. But
I can just about. I saw him trickling a little while ago.
Are we one sec?
Yeah, no worries.
We've got some half times. I don't know what happened to Cancelo. We will update you on that ASAP.
Yeah, the camera hasn't gone back to him at any point since he went down. He looked in bother though. He kind of he had his head sort of in his elbow and looked in a spot of bother. But yeah, hopefully he's okay. It could be one of those. Do you know what I mean? Like they're 2-0 up. They're kind of cruising, to be honest. If he's got a knock, do you just take him off? Also, incidentally, I'm pretty sure someone in the chat can probably help me out with this. I think he's on 4 yellows. If Cancelo gets another yellow, he gets suspended for a game.
He's back up. He's good.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you see Cancelo pick up a sneaky little yellow, because Pep will be saying to him, you could do with the rest. Let's get that suspension out of the way. That can be your
for
rest,
a good fixture. And it will be ahead of an easy fixture, right?
Yeah, I reckon if we see Cancelo get a yellow card, it'll be like a little niggly one.
90th minute.
It'll be a naughty one.
He is back up, but yeah, what's the betting he goes off at half time? Oh, Southampton making a change. It looks like Brozier's coming on. So Southampton are beating Leicester 2-1, but looks like they're making an attacking sub. I mean, probably be Adam Armstrong or Shea Adams. Shea Adams has scored a goal tonight. Sorry, it's Leicester 2, Southampton 2. So there is everything to play for at St Mary's. The winner is up for grabs. Jamie Vardy hasn't had a sniff tonight. Been very, very quiet. It looks like Perez is on for Leicester as well. I think I just saw number 17. So Perez up and close. Iheanacho just can't get a game, can he? I don't get that, but
yeah, strange, isn't it? It's almost a little bit reminds me of the Kane situation at Spurs, right? He's such a kind of talisman for the club, and he's like Mr. Leicester, isn't he? That you just don't take him off, you don't bench him, and Iheanacho suffers as a result of that. Like, we saw how good he was, particularly at the end of last season, didn't we? He was on red hot form. He kind of does. If you play him, it kind of changes the way that Leicester play quite fundamentally, though, I think. And it's difficult. Like, Maddison's role changes a little bit.
Maddison's role changes a lot. And then you can't play Barnes and Lookman, who have been playing well.
Yeah. I mean, the proof's in the pudding, isn't it?
Louis Ashton, currently on 62 points. Maddison, captain. What a call that is.
Yeah, that is unreal. McNeil there with a good chance for Burnley, forcing a good save out of Sarr.
They haven't had the first 20 minutes that I watched of that game was all Wolves. How they didn't score. If Traore wasn't so greedy, Jimenez. Yeah. And this is our last hurrah for Jimenez. I mean, I was expecting points tonight, and now obviously I'm not. Guys,
disappointing, isn't it? Disappointing last hurrah, Norwich and Burnley. If he comes away with 2 blanks out of those 2, you're pretty disappointed.
Yeah. Guys in the chat, talking about Gundogan or Bernardo Silva, which is obviously a conversation Tobes has had. If they're both fit, best way of comparing them, get on the scout members area, do a last 4 or last 6 game week search, compare all their numbers. One player stats there, the other player stats there. It's so much so easy and so user friendly. If you're not a member of Fantasy Football Scout, do check it out. Cancelo 1 yellow card off a ban, confirmed.
Oh. I thought for a minute it was going to be a penalty to Burnley, but then realised it was Vidra that took out the defender, not the other way around. Burnley with a good little spell of pressure there. Cornet doing some bits, looking a bit of a nuisance. Classic Burnley, just hoiking balls into the box, hoping for a ball to run. Oh yeah, he would have been offside. But yeah, it didn't quite fall, and it remains 0-0. Good game though, by the looks of it, especially in the second half. Lots of chances at either end.
AC Milan are 3-0 up, and I've just got to give a nod because this is one of the most amazing football stories you will hear. The goal scorer is Junior Messias, 61 minutes in against Genoa. We don't care about the game, we don't care about the score, but the goal scorer, Junior Messias, he's about 30 years old now, and he came to Italy from Brazil as like a 24-year-old. He was working in a brick factory in Italy, getting paid 20 cents to clean each brick. And he
a brick cleaner. He was
literally a brick cleaner, and he was playing in Serie C, somewhere like Pisa or something like that, and worked his way up. And at the age of 29, I think it was, or 28, signed a contract with Milan. He then scored in the 1-0 must-win game against Porto last week for a 1-0 victory. Amazing.
Good lad.
And yeah, in Brazil, he was playing for Corinthians or something and was just told he's not good enough. So he moved to Italy because he had a wife and kid he had to support. He was like, I can't earn money in Brazil. I can and go be a brick cleaner in Italy. And his papers didn't come through for 3 years. So when he was a brick cleaner, he was there illegally, I think. Don't quote me on this, but I don't think he could actually play professional football because his paperwork hadn't come through. It's a very random story, but yeah, amazing. He scored the winner, AC Milan Porto, must-win game last week, and now he's just scored again. Maybe, like Jorginho and Emerson, we'll get him for the Italian national side. He might be decent. El Fozzy in the chat said if you want a third man, he's happy to sub in. Yeah, we could put you in on Ed's graphic. Let me just check.
In future, we need like a first reserve, don't we, for a situation like this where we can call upon somebody.
Ed's not even read his WhatsApps. His phone's probably died. Oh, Antonio looks like did he have a chance there, Tobes? Antonio?
Yeah, a bit of a half chance. I think he's taken a bit of a whack there. He stayed. Oh no, he's back on his feet now. I think he's fine. Yeah, ball whipped into the box by possibly Babin. Antonio rose the highest, but yeah, it was a half chance at best, and it went well over the bar. Going to be a good result for this though, West Ham, if they can hold on. We've got about 10 minutes to go. It seems like they've had the majority of the chances. We saw Lallana put one wide a minute ago, but he really should have. West Ham.
That would have been an Antonio assist.
Yeah, that's Declan Rice. He's got a ping on him, any Declan Rice.
Yeah,
good save actually. Good save by Sanchez. Yeah, Declan Rice takes a pop shot from about 25 yards out. Sanchez gets down well. It's a good height for him. But yeah, it would have been a cheap Antonio assist as well.
One of those 2-yard passes.
2-yard passes, and the guy puts it in the top corner.
Oh, I love that. Tilva is on for Chalobah. Guess who Tilva is, Tobes? Thiago Silva. Love that.
I tell you, he's come on.
He's come on. Did Chalobah go off before 60? I mean, to be fair, they've conceded, so...
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
That'll mean Christensen will go to right centre-back. I'd say that's an injury.
Yeah, that seems like an odd move to make if it's not an injury.
Watford front line is doing very well. El Fozzy, I'm going to forward on the Zoom link to you.
We can actually get him in?
Well, I think so. I'm going to DM you, El Fozzy, and I know you're not always on Twitter, but that's my easiest way of sending it. And you know.
Ooh.
Oh, hang on.
West Ham really putting the pressure on Brighton here. Declan Rice looks like he's pulling the strings. He is a good player, isn't he, Declan Rice? He's really grown on me. Like I never didn't like him, but I didn't realise quite how good he is. Like he's top 4 material, I think, isn't he? You're going to see him at a big club, I think.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if Man United do not buy him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll email you. I can't DM you, El Fozzy. It doesn't let me, even though I follow. I don't think you follow me.
Fair enough.
Considering you know, El Fozzy is the head of scout, by the way, who I do 2 weeks,
right.
who I do 2 weeks videos a week for, and he doesn't follow me on Twitter.
I thought this was just some random bloke.
No, this is Chris, who I think you've met, Chris.
Yeah, I have. I didn't realise that he was Elf. So El Fozzy's his Twitter handle.
El Fozzy's Twitter handle, and he's been in the chat. But yeah, that's really funny. I can't DM him.
Excellent.
El Fozzy, if you jump on this Zoom link, I think we can get you on as Ed. I've sent you the link. Let's see what happens. But yeah, we'd love. He's an Everton fan as well, so he'll be watching the Everton-Liverpool game for us.
We haven't seen much. The goal show hasn't been to the Liverpool game at all.
Yeah.
Is it half time at the moment?
Yeah, it should be. Yeah,
Okay,
because
well,
Man City's at half-time as well. It's going to be
Yeah.
Leicester are in here. Oh,
Vardy.
Harvey Barnes. He could
It
have
looked
given...
like a handball. How's he not scored? How's he not passed to Vardy, and how's he not scored
He's
himself?
got every right to shoot, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. But if you're gonna, you got to score. Surely. I actually think he handballed it here. Have a look at when it like jumps up at him. Yeah, I think that.
Yeah.
I reckon if that went in, they'd have looked at that, and it probably would have been disallowed because it jumps up off his arm.
Is that a
Yeah,
save?
definitely.
I think he saves it.
Let's have a look. I'm seeing it now.
He's not
Yeah,
given
he
a
does.
corner. He's not given a corner, but that's a save in my book. I
Yeah,
think that's going in.
Definitely saved it.
It's a very good save because McCarthy's not been good tonight. He's not been good at all.
No.
Trincao is on. Hwang is off.
Hwang's been disappointing, isn't he, in recent weeks? He had a little period of form and has offered nada.
Yeah.
Last 4 or 5.
I'll tell you who are offering something, though, and that is Watford. Like, so many went to that double Chelsea defence. They brought in Alonso because they're thinking, that Watford game. But, they score goals. Against one of the best defences in Europe they've scored tonight. I'm letting Chris in. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to have to change some screens around, but...
Does Chris get to be Ed, or am I still Ed?
No, I think Chris will be Ed. Chris, are you with us? Not yet. He's a-coming.
As an Everton fan, this could be a good...
Hello, good evening.
Here he is. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm in Helsinki at the moment. I'm actually...
No, you're not.
Amazing.
I'm dialing in from the frozen north. So
that's commitment, though, isn't it? Coming in from Helsinki, that is commitment to the cause.
When I arrived, it's pretty freezing. I've been enjoying the show, lads. Fantastic. Very slick visuals as always. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Seamless internet connections. Yeah.
What's brilliant is everyone had to watch me try and work out how to change the screens.
I know, it's good. It's like bearing the device, right? It's watching the magic of television, going behind the scenes.
It's like one of those really good YouTube tutorials where they're just so accurate with everything.
It's not all glamour. No, it's been great. I've been really enjoying it. I like covering all the games.
That's great.
Yeah, I've got my dicey background on because I'm just got a slightly odd hotel room otherwise. But,
what takes you to Helsinki, Chris?
I'm at a conference called Slush, big technology and games industry conference. So it's my other gig. It's not football related. I'm not here scouting or anything.
Yeah. Scouting for the new host of Scoutcast Matchday.
Exactly, looking for technology. There's a pretty impressive tech here, so maybe I get someone to go. But no, it's been an eventful evening. I'm loving having Bilver. After last week, you persuaded me to go Bilver. To be fair, you persuaded me out of Smith Rowe, which wouldn't have been very good either. And I went Bilver over Gundogan. I would have always gone Gundogan. So I was saying in the chat, I don't know, I just have an affinity for him. I don't know, it's like
the penalty appeal as well. He's on pens.
He was good last year. He was so good last year. And then,
He's also, like, underlying stats, Gundogan's probably just about edged Bilver, I think, over the last couple from what I've read. But yeah, ultimately it comes down to, points on the board, doesn't it? Like, I don't know if you saw the Bilver goal as well, Chris. It's an absolute gem.
I haven't. Unfortunately, Amazon doesn't seem to work in the Helsinki hotel rooms. Even with assistance of VPN, it's just not very.
Toad, action for Vardy. Coming to you, Tobes. Oh.
All right. Oh, Vardy's clean through and he's not going to score as he finish. Oh, he's ballooned it.
Come on, not even pretending he scored.
I don't know if the keeper saved that. If the keeper hasn't saved that, it's a terrible effort. Please tell me at least the keeper saved it.
This would have been so Vardy. He's done nothing all game, gets one chance, and it's so Vardy for him to score because that's what he does. Out of nowhere, he just scores. He's blazed it over though, Tobes.
It's terrible defending as well. Yeah, he blazes it over. Keeper doesn't get anywhere near it. It's awful defending. I'm not sure who it is. Kicks it against his own defender. Yeah, it just leaves the ball to...
How long's left? All the games completely different minutes. It's so confusing because of the Watford-Chelsea sort of...
Yeah. Do you know what,
how long's left?
It's nice to hear that you're not watching the games because we just assume most of the time everyone's watching. But of course, there's loads that are overseas that won't be.
Yeah, I can... I mean, I wouldn't obviously subscribe to any hooky links because that would be wrong. So I can only follow the legal means of following the football, and that's not can't do that here.
So we've got
I've
15
had Dennis
minutes
on
left.
the bench.
We've got 15
I've got
minutes
Dennis
left.
on the bench.
Oh, Dennis benched. Will he come on
Again.
for you? Have you got like
I've
Reece
missed-
James or anyone like that? Is he going to come on?
Yeah, but I've got Tony coming in for Reece James, and I've got Livramento ahead. I mean, he was third on my bench. He wasn't high up.
He's third on your bench. Well, you're
I don't-
flying
I-
this
I've-
season,
I've had
Chris.
Dennis.
What's your rank again? You're around 10k, aren't you?
Around 20 something K. I think so. Yeah.
Brighton have equalised.
Oh, get on.
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know who it is. Gianni, I think you'll get it a few seconds before I will. So yeah.
Is it a
talk
Sanchez
us through it.
assist?
I don't know. Can't say either way at the moment.
West Ham clean sheet wipeout. A few brought in Ben Johnson this week. There was a bit of love for Ben Johnson. There's only 15 minutes left of the 7:30 games. So the top 3 games you can see: Southampton, Leicester, Watford, Chelsea, West Ham, Brighton, Wolves, Burnley have all got 15 minutes left, other than Chelsea, who had the postponement. It's Lamptey down the right hand side. Lamptey digs in a cross, overhead kick. Oh, what a beauty from Neil Mopai. It's a proper overhead kick.
Oh, it's a great goal, isn't it? It's a Lamptey assist as well. What a goal. We were just saying about how naff Brighton's striking options are. Mopai, who missed from 4 yards out a couple of weeks ago, or maybe even a week ago, with the goal gaping, has just pulled that out of the bag. It must be so frustrating for Potter to have this bloke in your team who can do that and then can't put the ball in
Is
from 4
Lamptey
yards.
offside, Tobes? I think he's on.
Oh, VAR.
No, he's on. It's close. It's actually really close, but I think he's on. It's weird. His trailing leg his studs might be offside, and he's running the other way.
He's running against it. He's running back towards his own goal, Lamptey. But the way he's running, he's flicking his heel.
That goal doesn't deserve to be chalked off. It's so tight.
Onside. They've just shown it.
Yeah.
Good.
That goal doesn't. What a hit! Overhead kick, and he gets up high, Tobes.
And Morpie's just been booked as well, so that'll take the gloss off any Morpie owners' points.
Although he'll get
Az was
3
telling
bonus
me-
still, I reckon, with that.
That's
Because
tough.
he's
Az
a
was
forward.
telling me that Antonio was going to rip them apart tonight, and he was very concerned about it. He was all going, "Oh yeah, that's our kryptonite. We can't, his power and his pace is going to rip us apart." But will Antonio score again? Is the question mark. We're all aware, right?
Yeah, he's been.
We're in the 90th minute, aren't we? In the West Ham game, I think. So there's not a lot of time to get. That is such a good finish. I don't think you can overstate how good a finish that is.
Yeah, I said there was
'Cause it's
15 minutes left, but then I forgot there was also something wrong in the crowd at St Mary's, which is why.
Man City clean sheet wipeout. Villa have got one.
No way!
what?
What is happening? Liverpool clean sheet wipeout, City clean sheet
Yeah.
wipeout, and Chelsea clean sheet wipeout.
It's
So
amazing
big at
how
the
quickly-
back. Big at the back has been battered, hasn't it, this
Yeah.
week?
Yeah, it really has. Yeah, Cancelo dud. Although Diaz did score, so he'll still pick up a few. But yeah, it's
That
not-
makes
not
it
a good
more
thing.
annoying, doesn't
Is
it?
Cancelo still on the
Yeah.
pitch? We're into the 92nd minute at Wolves as Jimenez. Oh no, false alarm. Yeah, a lot of clean sheet wipeouts. Who's going to get that Villa goal then, Tobes? Talk us through it. It's a corner ball.
Well, it's just taking me to the wall. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So I think you're a couple of seconds before me. You're going to get it first.
No, go on, you go. I'm going to go close that door.
It's a corner. I can't actually see who's about to
Oh,
whip it
it's
in. but
amazing. It's a great hit.
it's Douglas Luiz out swinging right. Oh, it's a lovely goal. I think it's Watkins, isn't it? Yeah. So it's an out swinging corner from Douglas Luiz. Kind of dinks it in, and Ollie Watkins just takes it on the half volley, laces from kind of about the edge of the 6-yard box. Not sure where the marking was, but it's a really
He
lovely
steers
finish.
it into the far corner. He steers it in with still a bit of power.
Hard technique that as well.
It's a corner routine, that, Tobes, isn't it? They've looked at that run and they've identified Watkins comes short and sort of flicks it on near post, and it
comes
great
off
hit.
the post as well. Like I was thinking, could Allison have done better there? But it's such a good hit. Yeah, he hits it so hard, so early. You can't do a lot about that off the post. Wolves has finished 0-0. That's full time. So yeah, Wolves. But that's a.
Jimenez
There's
owners.
people with Wolves defenders. We had FPL Milanista on the show the other day on one of the casts, and he had double Wolves.
Isn't he in the top 1K, Chris?
He was. He's going to stay in the top 1K with double Wolves, isn't he? So
Tobes, he's in the top 1K, and he's not got. I think he's not got Cancelo and Reece James. Like his team doesn't look anywhere near the template, and he's in the top 1K. He's got double horse defence.
Well, he's absolutely laughing tonight, then, isn't he? With none of those big at the back defenders.
West Ham are in here. West Ham are in here. Jared Bowen. Saved by Sanchez. Wow, they could have won it in the 91st minute. Jared Bowen, he could have squared it. I think the shot was probably the right option. Sanchez saved.
It was a good chance, wasn't it?
Antonio was in the middle ready and waiting, but you're going to shoot from there all day long. He had every right. It's going to be a Bowen corner. We know how dangerous West Ham at set pieces. Dawson, Zuma in the area waiting for this. Souček's up there. It's Zuma. It's off the line. It's off the line by Cucurella. Zuma wins the header. Kurt hang time Zuma. It would have been a Bowen assist.
Are we looking at Bowen then? Are we all looking seriously at Bowen now?
I think I am. Because I'm not going to get Antonio. Yeah. And I like the idea of covering West Ham.
He's in that. Antonio's. It's just Antonio's difficult. The problem is there's not that much up front. You know, I don't know.
He's expensive, isn't he, Antonio? Now for what we're getting, and Bowen is considerably cheaper. I think there's probably about 1.8 between them. I'm just going to check the prices. Yeah. Bowen is.
Bowen's had his rest as well. He got rested, didn't he, last week? So you'd expect him to maybe go on a little run of getting some good minutes.
Bowen 6.4, Antonio 8. You can get 4 hours at 6, who is absolutely nailed. Bowen will miss the odd game for like when they set up with 5 at the back. Bowen drops out. But Benrahma will go to AFCON, so Bowen will definitely be nailed for those games. 4 hours more nailed, Bowen more exciting.
Foden hasn't got on the pitch, has he? I'm pretty sure.
No, but it's only just second half's just about started, right?
Yeah, it's just that's delayed, right? So it's not delayed. It was a late kickoff, wasn't it? So.
Has there been... Oh, Havertz is on for bonus points. You can check out our graphics, guys. You can see Mason Mount is silver because he's on for 2 bonus points. Havertz is bronze because he's on for 1 bonus point. And it will be Dennis, I expect.
Dangerous move for Liverpool. Mane almost got through. Well blocked. Liverpool back on. Still 2-1. If you like that sort of thing, Liverpool fans. Yeah.
Oh, Ed wants to come back in.
It's tough. He's had his chance now.
He could share a box with you, Chris.
I can share a box.
Shall we do that? It might be quite fun. I'll put him in half a box. This will test my...
I don't think so. The problem is he's not going to nose up all your...
No, it will. It will because everyone now changes because of the Zoom.
I don't know. I'm just going to bring him back in. He freezes every 5 minutes.
We'll give him a 1 minute trial. If his connection's good enough in that minute, we'll keep him.
There he is.
Oh, for goodness sake. Hi, guys. Hang on.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Ed, you've got 30 seconds to impress us or I'm booting you out and changing the graphics.
Okay, look, I can juggle. Guys, I'm so sorry. What a nightmare. I'm back. Let's move on. Last time, I think I was arrested.
No,
he's gone again.
Ed's gone. Ed, I love you, but changing the graphics is going to take forever and you're going to go so much. I'm going to kick you out. It's time to say goodbye.
He can't say he didn't have a good crack at it, though.
He had his chance. He was back in. That was,
He literally said something just as he was about to go. I think he was about to come in, but no, we can't.
It was going to be something really poignant. It was going to be something really poignant and meaningful as well, I'm sure.
I was watching his juggling. It's beautiful. It's a thing of beauty.
We've just got a yellow card for, I think Souček has been given that. And that is just literally before the full-time whistle has got... Or was it No, it's Antonio who's got the yellow.
Oh, you are kidding me.
Are you sure?
Well, they both got... I'll tell you what,
Dawson.
Dawson and Antonio both should have got a yellow card there.
Might have been back chat from Antonio and Dawson for the tackle.
Antonio pulls him back as he's on the break, and then Dawson completes the foul. So really, arguably, it's Antonio's yellow card. I don't know who he gave the yellow card to. He just flashed it in a general direction.
I'm gonna check.
Let's have a look on. Yeah.
And they've not given any yellow card yet, and we know there was definitely a yellow card, so it's just not updated yet.
It's Antonio. It's 100% Antonio.
For God's sake.
So is that 1 point for Antonio confirmed then? Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh, that was painful, says Delia. Yeah. What a game week this is, says Commit. Yeah, you're right. What a game week this is. It's all over the place. Like the clean sheet wipeouts at Chelsea, City, and Liverpool.
I'm looking.
Ed's
so this is what I do every week. I don't
stay in
look
the
at my
chat.
own team.
Ed, if you want to come on, don't even bother now. Just stay in the chat. But good to have you.
You've been replaced, Ed.
Sorry,
I'm
Toby.
sorry, mate. Yeah,
no, I never look at my own team on FPL. I just look at your team, Gianni. So I'm like, you've got 19 points with 2 to play. Could be a horror show of a week.
Whistle's gone, hasn't it? West Ham. Whistle's gone to West Ham, so 1-1. It looks like Sanchez is going to come away with 4 points, unless there's any reshuffling of the BAPs. Yeah. Looks like he's got 4 saves and a bonus point at the moment, according to Live FPL. I'm just updating.
Nice. So I mean, Sanchez got good points last time out as well. He featured as well, didn't he? Saves as well.
Liverpool have got a free kick here in Trent range that Jota won.
Yeah, I saw that. Do you think that's Trent? Do you think it's a bit far out? I mean, yes, it's Trent.
Nothing's too far out for Trent.
And also, he's up against Pickford.
30 yards. Yeah.
Hang on. Can we just stop the Pickford bashing here? England's number 1. What are you talking about?
I don't think he'll be number 1. Even Gareth won't keep the faith with him, knowing Ramsdale's playing so well. Even Gareth is going to drop him, I think. Van Dijk wants this free kick. He used to take them at Celtic, Van Dijk, and because they're further out, the ones that are 30 yards plus, I think Trent and Salah are going to let Van Dijk hit it.
Van Dijk's placed it. You always know the man who plays. How rascal is that Everton goalkeeping kit, by the way? I don't think I've seen that before. That is
it's
rascal.
A thing of beauty. What are you saying?
No, I wasn't saying it's bad. It's very jazzy.
According to Gianni, all they've got to do now is kick it in the top of the goal because Vic's is so short. It's like a kid's football.
He can't touch the bar.
Just lofted over his head. Look at that shirt. I've got a shirt like that. It's not even a goal. I've got a shirt I wear out. It's like that.
Pickford cannot touch the bar. It's actually a fact.
He's allergic to bars. That's the problem.
Van Dijk hits it straight against the wall. Shock. Why is Trent not on that set piece?
They're trying to catch him by surprise. That's why.
It's an absolutely terrible free kick. He just it's like a pea roller, wasn't it? At the shins. Didn't even like. Yeah, it's poor.
I can't believe they let him take it. I've not seen him take a free kick at Liverpool. I know he used to take them at Celtic and maybe at Southampton a bit.
Everything about it.
Dennis is on the 3 BAPs at the moment. I've got 9. I'm having to face up to another haul of Dennis on my bench. That'll be a 3rd haul I've not brought in. We've got one of his, but
just going to check some info on Dennis. He was 5.3 when I checked the other day. He'll probably be rising.
5.3.
Is he still 5.3? Well, he'll definitely rise this game week.
I've got a firm eye on him. Yeah.
I bought him when I was trying to buy. I couldn't decide between Sarr and St. Maximan, so I bought Dennis. it was like at the time it was about as good a decision as it. But since then, he's got a haul against Everton and
11.6% owned. He does play Man City this weekend, but then it's
Brentford, this weekend.
Burnley, Palace, Wolves.
Yeah, but you fancy a bit of that.
I fancy that. Yeah. I mean, the AFCON we don't need to worry about. Like, there's 8 games or 9 games or maybe 7 till he goes away. Like, you can buy him now, and you can sell him in 7 weeks. You don't sign a 10-year contract, a 10-game week contract when you buy someone. So I know there's loads saying don't buy him because of AFCON. Get him.
He's not on pens, is he? It's Josh King's on pens, right?
Yeah, King. Well, I think Sarr, who missed a couple, and then King, But to be fair, 5.3. Even if he returns 1 in every 3 or 4, you're happy. And at the moment, he's returning every game.
You're so priced in at 5.3, aren't you? You're basically expecting nothing, and anything you get is a bonus.
The problem is when you're going to play him, that's the problem. Like, you're just not, I've not played him I've only got one of his hauls so far, and that was off the bench as well. Yeah. He's not a player you're going to, it's so hard to win,
When you've got mine and Toby's squads, Chris, you might actually it'll be sub number 1 for Tobes and I if we bring
it'll be a start. Honestly, after the Man City game, I would look at just having him as a starter.
What was Richarlison in, but blasted wide. Oh dear.
Yeah, Tobes, with those fixtures, you wouldn't worry about starting him. I don't think I would.
That's the thing, and I like to what we were talking about earlier. I'd probably rather have. So what I can do, I can bring in. I've got the exact money to go Jimenez to Dennis and Brownhill to Bilver. And that to me feels like a really good. I've got.
You might have to do that tonight then.
Well. I'm going to have to do it certainly early in the week. The only thing, so Gundogan is 0.1 cheaper than Bilver, so I could wait, but then I'd be locked into having to do Gundogan. And I still don't like at the moment. It's a bit of a coin toss. I don't know who I'd prefer, but yeah, Dennis is likely to go up. I would have thought. So yeah, that I think is going to be my move next week.
Hang on, guys. Bit of drama at Goodison here. Looks like Rondon is off having treatment. There might be a few interested fantasy players there, managers. Everton's attacking has just improved by 10% now.
Corner routine from Man City. Mahrez corner finds its way direct to Gabriel Jesus on the edge of the box, who volleys it clean from the corner, and it just goes past the post. Havertz in for Chelsea. Save.
That Jesus effort was like similar sort of techers to Bilva, wasn't it? He just didn't quite catch it the same. Bilva's flew on the volley, whereas he kind of didn't quite get the same connection.
Just not quite as good, is he?
What do you think to Jesus or Jesus or however you put it? What do you think about him? He's one of those players I can never quite justify.
Yeah, I don't.
Tobes
I don't like
isn't
him.
a fan. I am.
I just feel like if he played at Everton, for example, I don't think anybody would be talking about. I don't think he'd score goals at Everton. Like, he plays in a team that creates so many chances, and he doesn't score that many goals playing essentially as a 9. I just feel like they're crying out for a 9 that can put the ball in the back. They're crying out for Harry Kane, right? That's why they wanted to sign him.
Yeah.
I don't love him. Oh, sorry, to change the subject. I was just looking at the stats. Watford have dominated the game. They've had 9 shots to Chelsea's 5, 4 shots on target to Chelsea's 1, 50-50 in possession. They've had more corners. It sounds statistically like they've absolutely bossed the game.
I mean, that first 15 minutes was Chelsea didn't get in the Watford half. So that was...
Yeah.
Lukaku is coming on, ladies and gentlemen. Lukaku is back. And he'll be back in FPL teams very, very soon. We haven't seen Lukaku feature since his injury. He was on the bench last time out against United. He didn't come on. Well, he's getting 15 minutes today, and he might just get 60 minutes at the weekend.
Yeah.
Thomas Tuchel was going absolutely mental on the sideline during that sub. I don't know who he's aiming it at, but he is furious with somebody.
Ziyech, I think. Ziyech gave the ball away.
Rondon's off now, formally off for Gordon. So all Rondon owners, you've come off on the 58th minute. That's a tough one. It's going to be quite a...
One
I wonder what the
pointer
ownership
for
is. I'm going
Rondon.
to check that.
Let's have a little look at Lukaku's ownership, because my other option for Jimenez is to go Lukaku, but
how do you finance that?
Foden.
Yeah.
You can afford Foden to like a 4 point. That would mean you'd have 3 4.4 midfielders in your team.
No, I wouldn't have to go as low as that. I'd be able to spend high 5s, I think, but again, there isn't anyone in that price band.
No. Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah, possibly. 9.6% owned Lukaku, 11.5 mil.
A lot of those would be dead teams as well, won't they?
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of dead teams. If I went Foden out, I would have 4.2 to spend. That ain't possible.
No.
For Lukaku to Jimenez. I can't do that. Not that I have not made a transfer this week. I've kept Foden in, knowing full well he weren't going to play. Why have I done that? Because I just want Foden long term. He's a set and forget. Like, for me, and I know 90% watching this won't agree, and that's cool, I ain't transferring Foden out for anyone. He's going to hopefully play against Watford.
Set and forget despite not playing half time.
Yeah, I know. I just love him that much. And remember, I'm the bloke that had Foden for those 2 monster hauls that I can't name you another FPL manager that did for both of them. Like, I've been on him since day dot.
What I would say though on that is that that's great. Getting those 2 hauls is great, but then it's almost kind of
3 hauls in a row.
Was it 3?
Yeah, one was a 7-pointer and the other were double digits.
Yeah, but then he's had 5 blanks in a row now.
3,
if you include the one where is it only 3? Or today would count as the 4th, right?
Yeah.
He went. Does that kind of?
He went 7, 6, 18, 2, 3, 1.
But you only had him for 2 of those hauls, right? You didn't have him for the 7.
I had him for the 7.
Oh, did you?
That was the Liverpool game when Salah scored the worldie and he scored. I bought him off the back of the Chelsea performance where he blanked. When I bought him, he had 4 points all season.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's easy to say, isn't it? I just feel like we talk, don't we, about the timing of getting a player in, but equally we probably don't talk as much about getting rid of them at the right time. And I know it's so easy in hindsight, but if you ditched Foden,
for Bilva today, this
2
game
weeks
week,
ago, 3 weeks ago, that would have been brilliant. Oh, Chelsea have scored.
Lukaku's just come on. If he's involved, Lukaku, come on, boy, or whoever. Chelsea have scored. That's all I need to know. Against a run of play, it's got to be said. Is Alonso involved? Maybe against a run of play massively. Watford have been the better team. Like,
A Rudiger goal would be very handy right now.
I'd applaud.
Probably fairly unlikely, that one.
Loudly.
I know who it is, but I won't spoil it for you, Jan.
So it's obviously not Alonso and not Rudiger and not Lukaku. Alonso has the ball out wide, finds Mason Mount. Mount with the cross. Ziyech, what a hit. As soon as he put the cross in, I knew Ziyech would score that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good goal.
Mason Mount, goal and assist for Kelly Summers, who's got both. Got Mount.
Good on her.
Great call from Kelly there. She said, "I want a short-term punt. Like I'm gonna go Mount." I was like, "That is a great call," because we knew Mount would start. But fair play. How many FPL managers do you know that's got Mason Mount this game week? Well, Kelly does. Fair play.
Robertson yellow card at Liverpool. Dangerous free kick for Everton. Don't know how far behind I am on this, but yellow card for Robertson. Took down Anthony Gordon just on the edge of the box.
Oh, Liverpool have got a third.
That's how far behind I am.
Come on, Jota. Come on, Diogo. By the way, Marcus Alonso tonight has got the assist of the assist both times.
No points for that yet, is there?
Not yet. Not yet, but next season I hear. No, I don't. You get 1 point for the assist of the assist.
It's a new rule change.
We haven't had a rule change in a long time.
Salah's got the second.
Ugh.
Got his second.
That's good.
I mean, we've all captained him. What's his effective ownership? What's Salah's effective ownership this game week in the top 10k and at our ranks? I'm guessing it's close to 200 again. It is every week, it seems.
It is. Good job Ed's not on the stream anymore. Ed doesn't have Kane as captain.
Ed went against
Oh, it's going to come on the break. Ed captained Kane. It's going to come on the break. Everton corner. Yeah. Oh, Salah dispossesses Michael Keane, perhaps, and it's Salah race through on goal. Everton defenders all chasing him.
That's so bad.
Terrible defending.
I don't think there's an assist for that.
That's so bad.
Goalkeeper.
That is so bad. We were on top. We haven't put a pressure, free kick, corner, and then that's just so bad. What's he doing?
Yeah, it ain't pretty.
Keane is just not.
He's rubbish, isn't he, Keane?
We're missing Mina.
You're really missing Yerry Mina because the stats for him in the team are
I didn't think
decent.
we would, but he's we are missing him. Like Benitez set things up in a certain way when he came in, and that midfield, the spine of Decore, Mina, and DCL were all out then pretty much.
But now it's been a flare thrown at Salah.
Yeah, that flare's very close to him, isn't it?
Thrown near him.
So definitely no assist given because it's
all Everton's own work.
From the Everton corner, the only Liverpool player to touch the ball is Mo Salah.
Yeah, I think it's great. No, it's not Keane. It's Coleman. It's Coleman that's lost it.
Oh, Salah scuffs it a bit. Doesn't get a good contact.
Should Pickford be doing better there?
Yeah, if he was taller, he'd have had that.
No, if he was taller, he might not have got down as quick. But if he was just better, he might have. I tell you what, that's one David De Gea saves with his feet, isn't it?
I feel like a really top keeper saves that. It wasn't that far away from him. He's just got to get down. Like Lloris is saving that all day long, right? He gets down so quick. I don't know.
De Gea saves it with his feet. Oh, yeah. Dennis is going up in price tonight.
Is he?
Yeah, just checked it. Because I'm looking at that move thinking, I can't do it tonight. There's possible injuries tomorrow. And also, Dennis was flagged. Dennis was flagged before this game week. So he's been carrying a knock.
So you going Antonio to Dennis? Is that what you're saying?
No, Jimenez. We've both got to sell Jimenez, Toby and I. We've both got Jimenez, but he has the most horrible fixture on. So we're both in the market for a forward. So
what's your forward line at the moment then? You've got Antonio...
I've not got Antonio. I've got Kane and Tony.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess Dennis right now, he's up there. He must be near... He wasn't that far off Vardy before.
Yeah. I'd say on the form guide, he's probably the most informed player in the game in terms of points. Or certainly
as I spotted when I signed him about a month ago and didn't play him in any of the games. That's
looks like Diogo Jota will go up in price tonight. Although maybe that changes if he blanks.
The trouble is though, Firmino's fit, isn't he? Klopp said that.
Firmino but not to start. He'll be eased in.
Yeah, but even so, I feel like you're going to see over Christmas Jota will get rotated, won't he, at points?
Yeah, but so will Mane and Salah. Like Jota's going to get great minutes still. I'm happy with Jota in my team, even if all four are fit.
Yeah, It's an interesting one, isn't it? I think I don't own Jota and I don't really want to get him in, but if you've got him, I don't think you're getting rid of him. It's one of those.
Yeah, I'm the same. I haven't got him either. I've resisted it, even though I can see the attraction. But he always reminded me of it's like the Mahrez, the Liverpool Mahrez. He's just like flat as to deceive, and then he gets a 1 point, and he just misses loads of chances.
Yeah.
You're right about the missing loads of chances. In the first 15 minutes tonight, Chris, he could have had 2 assists and a goal.
Not for Pickford's amazing goalkeeping. Is that what you're saying?
No, one went wide, and Salah shanked one from 4 yards out apparently, which I didn't see. But he's one of those players that's just always involved. Mark Sutherland is a big fan.
It's not too bad that.
56. That's very good considering it's pretty low scoring. I'm on 42.
Assuming Baps stay the way they are, I've got, Salah's obviously everyone's going to get 28 for Salah, I suspect, and maybe more.
This is how boring captaining Salah is. 198% effective ownership at my rank. Like you just don't gain anything. I'm guessing quite a few gave Trent the armband this week, and there's a lot of chat on that on the Scout YouTube channel and stuff. Trent's effective ownership was at 100% at my rank, so he must have been captained by a fair few.
Be a disaster. I mean, it's all. Yeah, it's all only the only good thing about my defensive lineup is James didn't start, so I've got Tony coming on. So a chance. Tony and Son, the last 2 to play.
How many points did Livramento get tonight, Tobes? Did he finish on a 1-pointer? I'm guessing he did.
I was just looking at it and looking at Brownhill, sat third sub, who got a big old 3-pointer. So got that order the wrong way around tonight because I'm going to be Livramento's going to come on for me for.
Me too.
For Reece James.
I've got Brownhill third sub, and I'm going to need my sub 1 and 2, which will be Livramento and Foden if he comes on.
Yeah, not seen any sign of him so far. I would have thought he will come on. Given how weak Man City, given like Man City's bench is just full of its kids plus Foden and Grealish, right? You'd imagine Grealish at Villa Park will probably want to come on and get some minutes. Foden, I think. What
will the reception be like? Mixed for Grealish?
I think it'd be good. I think Grealish went in
he got quite a lot of hate.
Yeah, but he went in on good terms, didn't he? He signed a deal prior with a big, massive release clause that nobody thought they'd ever get, and it was a win-win, wasn't it? Grealish had a fantastic season. Villa got 100 million for him, which, let's face it, is a hugely inflated price tag. It was a bit of a win-win. I don't think people would begrudge Grealish that move.
What do you reckon, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was not enough they could turn down, right? They've got 3 players out of that, and I think he stuck around, for a bit, and he's always going to move on. I don't think it's been a brilliant move for him so far, has it? Like, it's not like he's kind of set the world alight at City.
Interesting, he said, didn't he? He was very, very close to joining Man United in 2020 today.
Did he? I didn't see that.
Yeah, he like words from his own mouth. He literally said, he was very, very close in 2020. Spoke with Solskjaer, but possibly had a conversation with Solskjaer, then had one with Pep, and went, probably rather play for you, Pep, I think.
Yeah. It looks like Henderson is on for 3 bonus. Yeah, check out our graphics. Hendo is in gold. Salah, he always does rubbish in the BPS. He scored 2 goals,
he can't possibly be Salah not on surely 2 goals.
Salah's on for 2 bonus, and Hendo has got a goal and assist. But remember, midfielders
he's got assist, that's true.
Midfielders don't get the same. Oh, Salah is of course a midfielder, but it's going to be tight.
Of course he's a midfielder, Gianni. He absolutely is. There's no way Salah's a forward-like player, right? He's definitely a midfielder.
It's funny, like Wilfried Zaha got moved to a forward and then back to midfield. We've seen Aubameyang go between the two. We've never seen Salah as a forward, and I'm not quite sure why.
Just the furore would be too much, I'm sure, if they do that. Yeah, you're right. He's on 2 points. That's interesting, isn't it? What's he got to do? Just, I'll still take the points, but...
yeah.
Are you going? What are you thinking? Are you thinking next week you've got Kane against Norwich? Are you thinking the captain option there, depending how he does tomorrow?
All on tomorrow night for me. If I see something in Kane, I won't be scared to captain him against Salah. If Kane scores a brace or a hat trick tomorrow, I captain him against Norwich.
Yeah, but also if he doesn't do either of those 2 things, you probably still captain him against Norwich, right? It's Norwich. Norwich are bad, really bad.
They're better at the back since Smith's been in there. Their defensive numbers are much better. They've not conceded more than 1 goal in a game since he's been there.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, Chelsea, Ziyech. Oh, good save. Chelsea.
I like Ziyech.
Yeah, he gets into good positions.
Oh, what a chance!
Yeah, he should
Got to
score.
score,
Yeah,
hasn't
he should score. I don't know who the ball. I think the ball is from Alonso.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, no. Well, Liverpool away to Wolves. I mean, that's gonna. I mean, I know Liverpool don't seem to mind who they're playing against. They still get the chances, but Wolves have been very good defensively.
By the way, guys,
surely got to back Spurs against Villa. I mean, against Norwich. Sorry, that's surely got to be.
I honestly think, even without seeing how he does against Burnley, I've got Son. I don't have Kane. Son is probably about 80% likely to be my captain for that game. I think over Salah.
I've got Son as well. We've probably got quite similar teams. I put the armband. We will do if you get Bernardo and Dennis. So very similar team.
Yeah, neither of you got Jota as well. You've got Son over Jota.
I couldn't afford. I looked at it. I just couldn't afford him earlier. I had loads of.
Alonso has been yellow carded, by the way. He's on 1 point. And Alonso, just want to add, he's played really well tonight. Like, his assist for the first goal was sensational. If you don't own Alonso and you're looking at a defensive transfer, we know he's very likely to play a whole load of games. Like, he might miss one over the festive period, which he'll out. City are in, Gabriel Jesus. Oh, he takes it down so well from a cross. May have been a cross from Cancelo for the assist.
This is what I mean about Jesus.
Shanks it.
This is what I mean. He gets so many chances like that, which, like, make no mistake, that is a golden chance. He's about, 10 yards out.
Bernardo Silva assist, it would have been.
It's also a Bilva assist. Yeah. It's such a good chance. It's essentially like a penalty, isn't it? He's closer than a penalty, and he's got no one really near him.
Why do you think they persist with him? Why? Because he's been like that for years. It's not like it's a new.
He's not a number 9, is he? He's just not a 9. I like him, but he was playing on the right of a front three this season. Yeah, I think he works hard. I think he links play well.
Yeah, I guess that's. I think Pep kind of feels he's trying to prove a point a little bit there. I don't know. He's kind of stuck.
Oh, Villa should score. Villa have to. Edison makes a worldie, or just does very well to smother Chukwuemeka, who's on for. I may have pronounced that wrong for Villa, but that would have been an equaliser.
Chance.
That is a really good chance for Villa.
Albums. They were great.
Oh, so close. 74th minute would have been the equaliser for the kid, the Villa substitute.
I really like Edison. I know that's like an obvious thing to say. I reckon Edison is like underrated. I think he's better than Alisson. He makes important saves like that when he has nothing to do for like the entire game. I just think with his feet, he's just, because he's so good with his feet, that's enough for me. He could be terrible with his hands.
He's definitely the best with his feet in world football, isn't he? He's in every top 10 chart going.
Yeah.
He was ranked. ESPN did their top 10 goalkeepers of the last season, and Edison and Alisson were in at number 6 and 7 in the world. So
yeah, probably fair.
And they always just come in pairs. Those two. It's like
who was top?
Oblak, Donnarumma, top 2. Courtois, I think, was 3. Mendy was in around it.
Lloris?
No, he went in the top 10.
What? World Cup winning Hugo Lloris?
Didn't make the top 10, mate.
Where was Pickford again? Just
centre backs, there was no English representation. Luke Shaw got in at number 10 at left back. He did have a good season, though, didn't he? He had a good Euros and he had a good end to the season in FPL, I remember.
He looks so good in the Euros, doesn't he? And it's so bad. The same with like Sterling. They both look so much. You thought, I've got to have these players, and then just haven't really delivered. It's different lineup, obviously, but
Hakimi was number 1 right back, not Trent.
Okay.
Shock. I always say Hakimi, but this season, arguably Reece James and Trent would be above Hakimi for sure.
Yeah. I mean, Reece James is obviously he's not playing tonight, but he's just class, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm well excited about Reece. As a Chelsea fan, he's from all that academy. Like Mount had been my favourite player from that academy last season, but this season, like Reece has overtaken him as the sort of number 1 out of that group of kids.
So into the last few minutes, for Chelsea, Watford still have had the best of it. You were right, Toby. They've still had more shots on target and corners. And, that's.
Chelsea have been awful, and if Watford score now, Alonso finishes on 0 points. In a game, he showed a lot of attacking promise.
Yeah, I could do that another Dennis goal. That would just be annoying, really, to be honest.
Chelsea need a win here, like having dropped points in the last couple of games. Like we dropped points at home to Burnley, we dropped points last time out. Like that title race has become a lot tighter because Liverpool and City are turning it on, and Chelsea
it's
are
just 2
slacking.
points. It's Chelsea at the moment. It's Chelsea, City, Liverpool, 33, 32, 31. So, and a bit of a gap to West Ham. So,
interestingly, Pep still hasn't made a single substitution as well. And we're 78 minutes in, which is quite unusual.
I'm not seeing any City players. Oh no, they are warming up. They're just really far down. They're all in their bibs. So Foden, I can see warming up, but again, he's not stripped off or anything.
No, because also you'd expect it to be Foden and/or Grealish, given that the game's tight, right? If they were 4-5-0 up, they'd probably bring a couple of kids on.
I think
Liverpool have scored 4-1.
Come on, I had no idea who it is. Don't tell me, Tobe, so I can watch it. Because this could be a Jota moment here. I'm not looking at the chat either.
Don't be Jota.
Is Jota still on the pitch? I assume he is. We haven't seen any subs at Liverpool.
Yeah,
there'll be 15 minutes left at Goodison. It'll be the same.
Oh, God's sake!
It's Jota, isn't it?
He might be having me on here, Chris. He might be having me on.
No, he's not.
Because I did that with Vardy for him.
That's genuine pain for me as well. Oh, I don't want that.
If it is Jota, can I just say he massively deserves a goal from what I've seen.
From what you've
seen.
That first 10 minutes, he could have had 2 assists and a goal. Come on, show it. Oh, they're coming to it in a minute. I'm on the goal show. Here we go. Right.
Yeah, it's out on the right. Just passing it around at the moment.
Who's got the ball on the right? That's Hendo on the right to Salah. Salah picks it up. Oh, they're just neat passing.
Let's go out to Robertson on the left.
Jota's on the pitch and he's in the middle.
Yeah. Jota's in the middle.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh, what a touch. Jota. Oh, Pickford again. Near post. Oh, Pickford's so naff. Jota.
Oh, Pickford.
I think Robertson.
That's deadly. I was having quite a good game week now. That's bad. That's
Robertson. That's his second assist tonight for Robbo.
Yeah, that's my that's going to smash my rank.
Is that a howler from Pick? I mean, no goalkeeper should concede at the near post, but that is some hit from Jota.
You've hit. You can't be conceding that like that. You can't be. That's terrible.
Is Rafa under quite a lot of pressure here, Chris? Do you think?
Good question.
He should be, but I think we've had so many changes of manager. He didn't have much money in the summer. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, that is terrible.
Who got this?
Robertson for his second one of the night.
Yeah.
Jota hits it hard and into the corner, but it's almost like Pickford thinks he's going to cross it and preempts the cross. That's twice tonight. Pickford has stepped aside for a Liverpool attacker, Salah, and now Jota to just hit it in the top bins. It's like he just, I'll take a side step. There's the top bin.
That's bad goalkeeping. I'm sorry. I'm not one to. This is miserable, isn't it? I was quite happy with the Salah thing. I knew Everton would get beaten because we're not great at the moment, and but to have Jota score, that's just ruined my night. I'm afraid that's rubbish.
Because his effective ownership, Chris, is going to be sky high at your rank.
It's huge, yeah. It was like 87%, I think.
Is it that high? Tobe, same for you. For overall rank, it's poor for our mini league. But you had Rafinha and I've got Jota, so they're going to match each other this week.
Yeah, well, fortunately, Rafinha scoring that goal kind of means that you and I are probably going to largely finish pretty similar on points this week. It all comes down to Kane and Son.
Kane versus Son, isn't it?
Yeah.
How close are you guys in your league?
As always, very close.
I think as it stands, but prior to tonight, there was like 30 points in it, 31, 32.
Yeah, it was in the 30s.
You're ahead.
But we do have similar looking teams, but we are starting to move away from that. Like Tobe sold Tony recently. We'll both probably replace Jimenez with different players. Jota, by the way, is one off the BPS for getting one bonus point.
One off the BPS. That's just. I can't keep watching that goal. It's terrible. That's just terrible. What's he thinking? He's got to get a hand to that. You can't just be beaten. It's a really tight angle. That
he's one behind Robbo in the BPS. Jota.
If my son's team conceded that, I'd be annoyed. If Northfield United conceded that, I'd be shouting.
But also, if Jota blasts that across the face into the far corner, everyone goes, "That's a good finish, fair play."
Yeah, exactly. You've got to make him do that. You can't. You've got to make him make a really pinpoint across the keeper.
Yeah. It's rule number one when you're a keeper as a kid. It's cover your near post. Cover your near post. Yeah, I reckon with these Pickford, and I'll call that a howler. With a genuinely world-class goalkeeper, they're only allowed one howler a season in my book. Pickford makes one every 2 weeks.
Almost in again there. was a shout for handball as well. Oh God, this could get really messy now.
Yeah, because there's still, 12,
Oh
13
my God,
minutes?
Salah's in. Oh, Mane, no. I think that's going. It's just queuing up. They're queuing up. The Everton defence all over the place.
Heads are gone. 4-1. I mean, in a Merseyside derby, 4-1 is pretty embarrassing.
Still no sub at Man City as well.
This is terrible.
If Foden doesn't come on, I get Livramento's 1 point. So I really want Foden on because he gets guaranteed 1 point.
Again. Yeah, Coleman touched it with his hand, but I don't think he's running. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be a VAR then.
Do you know what? If I'd sold Foden to a Man City midfielder, which I wasn't even thinking about, it would have been Gundogan, not Bilva, I think. So I'm glad, yeah. Oh, Watford free kick here. 30 yards out, 35 yards out. Laced. Mendy saves it over the bar. What a hit that was from, I think, a centre. Who is that?
Oh, it was like one of those Alex free kicks from back in the day at Chelsea. Do you remember that guy? He'd like pop up with 2 rockets a season in the top bin. Not one of those.
Usually against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mendy just sees
so annoying.
Grealish is on. Grealish is on, I think.
Ooh.
I'd weathered Vardy and now weathered Vardy, but yeah, that Jota thing that's just annoying, isn't it? Bernardo Silva's on 3 baps at the moment.
Is he? I mean, that goal he scored, Chris. What did you think? Did you see that?
No, I've not seen it yet. I've not got the Amazon show, unfortunately.
Such a worldie. The corner to Watford here with 3 minutes left. This is squeaky bum time. Like, Watford have deserved at least a draw tonight, and they're losing. And the corner comes in from Rose, cleared by Kai Havertz, who has got an assist. Just 1 assist tonight.
Who did Lukaku come on for? I assumed it was Havertz, but obviously not.
Pulisic is still on as well. Maybe that wasn't Havertz that I just thought I saw. I'll check.
No.
Unless he came on for Mount, who hasn't been playing 90 and probably shouldn't be playing 90 if he's been.
I don't think Grealish has come on either, by the way.
Oh, okay. To be fair, that was the chat. I think he's ready to come on, they said. Sorry, I think he's getting warm. He's he's got his jumper off.
I mean, yeah, we're in the 86th minute, I think.
He is coming on. I can see it now. He's coming on. Don't know who for.
Hang on, lads. It's not all over at Goodison. I think we've got St. Tosin coming on for Damari Gray. So, it's not.
I didn't realise he was still at Everton.
No, neither did I, to be honest.
Yeah, wow.
He was at Palace last year on loan, I think.
Oh, he was one of Allardyce. I know Sam Allardyce is not the one to make bad transfers, but he was. We've had so many bad transfers.
Rondon's another one. Like every time I look at him, I'm like, he just belongs in the Championship.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Rafa took him to get. Rafa loves him.
We've not to spend any money on. I think Benitez thinks he can do a job. I don't think Benitez was thinking to start him. I mean, that's
DCL fit in, didn't he?
And DCL and Richarlison were both out, and it was like, oh bloody, this wasn't plan A. He's not quite up to the pace of it yet.
No.
5 minutes left at Villa Park. Grealish is about to come on. Don't know who for. I think Lukaku came on for Aspi, says the chat. So it would have been like perhaps Pulisic to right wing back.
Interesting. Who's Grealish come on for? Do we know?
Number 9, Jesus is coming off.
Okay.
Yeah. So interesting to hear. Lot of booze. Lot of booze, and a lot of people standing up and clapping him. So it's probably the minority booing. They're just quite loud with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just looking at. I hadn't been in the chat since I've come on, and I've just it's just caught up. And it's all the Jota celebrations. It's awful. So I made it worse again.
Louis Ashton in the chat. Boos ring round Villa Park as Grealish comes on. Yeah, it's weird, Louis, because I just turned the volume on to hear it. But there are equally a lot of Villa fans, as Toby thought, like standing up, giving him a sort of, you've been our hero, you've served your time, and you made us a lot of money. Thank you. Full time at. No, sorry, it's not full time. The keeper's up. Backman's up. Backman's up for the corner. They're way beyond the 96th minute. Corner comes in. Can Chelsea break without the keeper? Oh, the whistle goes so they can't counter-attack. 96th minute plus, it was always going to go after that corner. Ranieri sent the keeper up. Ranieri was going, go on, Backman. Go on, Backman. Oh, and there was a player on the pitch, a fan on the pitch, and he wants a selfie with Mason Mount. He runs over to Mount, and he does that with his camera phone, and Mount just lets him take the selfie. Brilliant.
Just so you know, it's pronounced Jank Tosin, apparently. I've been corrected in the chat there. So thanks, Joe, for that. I always thought it was Senk, but it's Jank. It's fair enough.
Guys in the chat, can we play a quick game where you all say one word, and that is the country you are watching from? Chris, I don't know if you've ever seen us do this. This is amazing. When you see the global spread of our audience.
The global spread. There's only about 300 people there, but that's...
Give us a one word. Oh, Jota off. Toby gets away with it. So do you, Chris.
We didn't get away with it, did he? He's done nothing, and he's got a goalkeeper howler.
One word in the chat, guys. Where are you watching us from tonight? Helsinki. Love that.
It's me.
Iceland, Canada, US, Latvia, England, India, Germany, Ireland, Canada, England, full-time, Pakistan, Oman, Barbados, Ireland, France, USA, loads of you from overseas, Netherlands, Russia, Norway, loads in Scandi, New Zealand and Australia. Good morning to you guys. Belgium, New Zealand, loving that.
Jota's off, thank God. Is that what you were saying earlier? Thank goodness for that. Jota off for Minamino. That's much. Oh dear. Could have done that 10 minutes earlier, couldn't he?
Does he beat Robbo in the bonus? Probably not. He's one behind when I
last
checked.
It's unlikely if he's off now, unless Robbo gets booked.
That could have changed. That was 5 minutes ago I checked. Come on, Robbo. We need a goal from Everton here so Robbo goes down. Okay. He's still one shy. So he's not going to do it unless Robbo makes an error.
Well, maybe Jank Tosin, see what I did there, could make a difference.
North Korea. Couple of you in North Korea.
Not North Korea. Well, they might be, but I don't think so.
You're having us on.
I don't think our following in North Korea is that. I mean, maybe we are allowed in North Korea.
Thibaut Pesk. Thibaut Pesk? Where does that sound like he's from? Thibaut Pesk.
That's
doesn't sound Korean.
I would say more of a Hungarian, Bulgarian sort of name. That, but it could be North Korea. I mean, good luck to you.
Georgia, Bangladesh,
was popular there, but you never know.
Oh, Chris, there's someone else in Finland. Aaron, where are you in Finland? Maybe you're next door to Chris in Helsinki.
Yeah, wave.
Yes, I look out the window.
Pull your blind down, Chris.
It's all snowy outside. My God, it's freezing.
They're just showing on Amazon at the moment the Premier League table. Like, Newcastle are in the piss, aren't they? They're going to be nailed on to go down. They've got to do some serious business in January to change that, I think.
And who wants to go? Attracting
players
ain't going to be easy, is it?
Well, you say that, but if you stuff 500 grand a week down Donny van der Beek's pants for 6 months, he's going to go there, isn't he? You know what I mean? Like, he just will.
Yeah, with a release clause if you get relegated.
Exactly.
There'll be a lot of that, won't there?
Are Liverpool in again? No. I don't care now. as long as Jota's not
so Rafinha actually outperforms Jota because he got the clean sheet point.
Yeah.
So Rafinha covers Jota. I got my 1 point from Gallagher. Didn't save me this week.
God, you and Toby are literally the same manager. He's a big Gallagher fan as well. He was going to buy him a couple of weeks back. So have got very similar teams.
I've got Vardy. You haven't got Vardy, Chris, right?
No, I'll give you my lineup for the benefit of the point. I've got Sanchez, James, not playing, obviously, TAA, Cancelo, Rudiger, Rafinha, Salah, Gallagher, Son, Bernardo, and Antonio on the pitch with Dennis, Livramento, and Tony on the bench.
It's similar. Not massively similar, though. I've got a few rogue ones on you.
Really interesting that City have only made the one sub and in the 91st minute, Foden's still benched. And when Pep was spoken at a press conference earlier in the week or at the weekend, he said Foden was ahead of Grealish. But Grealish is getting the game time here, perhaps because it's Villa Park. Is Foden ready to start, knowing he's not even got any minutes as a sub against Watford at the weekend? What do you guys reckon?
No.
It's just pointless even trying to speculate, isn't it? Because Pep will do something you don't expect.
Give him 60 maybe?
I just don't honestly think it's utterly pointless even trying to guess. Nobody knows. Like you can sit there and look at patterns and think you've worked it out, and then he does something that is ridiculous. He'll play 90, he'll play 20, just literally you might as well toss a coin.
Good news for Jota owners. He's leapfrogged Robbo. Not by getting it. Robbo has gone down from 38 to 36. I don't know what he did wrong, but he's done something wrong. Did he commit a foul?
Yeah, maybe.
A couple of fouls?
Yeah, maybe it's a foul.
But Robbo's got, 5 minutes to get 1 BPS?
A couple of minutes left, yeah, to get that back. That's make him more annoying, wouldn't it? Another point for you're right, yeah. No, he's just down 35, yeah. He's dropped right down.
What's he 35 now, not 36?
Oh, he's got a yellow. Did he have a yellow card before?
Ah.
He did have a yellow card earlier. It's not a new. No,
he's showing us 36 for me, Robbo, in BPS.
I'm looking at are you looking in the app? I'm looking on the site.
I'm on this site as well, yeah.
Yeah, it says 37, 35 for me. Maybe it's
37, 36. They often, Tobes and I often are on at the same time, and it shows us different things. Spoken about that before. Tobes, your audio's gone.
Sorry, I think I was on mute. I've got 37, 36.
Okay. That's so weird, isn't it? We're all on laptop as well.
Come on,
I'm on
make
mobile.
some nice passes. Make some nice passes, Robbo. Come on. A couple of nice completed passes now.
This is going to be such a low scoring. If it wasn't for Salah captaincy, which we've all got, like the low scoring game week here, like the only player I think I've got to return is Jota, other than my captain.
Who have you got? So Jan, Foden's. I think it's full time at City. Foden's not come on. Who have you got? So you've got Reece James and Foden. Who are your two subs?
Yeah, Livramento. No, Foden was on my bench, but he was going to come on. He was my first sub.
Okay. Fair enough.
So I've got Livramento on for James.
Yeah, the big 1 pointer. I'm just looking at our teams now. So I think I'm going to finish the game week so far 2 points ahead of you. And it comes down to you've got Kane and Tony. I've got Son and Smith Rowe. That, on paper, that looks like quite a good matchup.
I know I'd rather.
The Everton-Liverpool match is over. Not great. Not a great one.
Full time as well at City. There we go.
Not good. Not a good time as good as some part of that. Oh my God. It's started so well again, but the wheels have gone off. Wheels well and truly fallen off earlier.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have put this as a game we were going to win, to be fair. I'm disappointed obviously, but I'm not my expectation wasn't high.
Yeah, for sure. Guys, it's been wicked. Thank you so much all for watching. I'm going to round up very quick tonight. Usually we do a bit of a debrief, but because we came on so early and it is past my bedtime. But look, when there are midweek fixtures and they're on over this festive period, which I think we've got again in a couple of weeks, we will 100% be doing the streams as well as when we can at weekends. I am not doing this weekend, so there won't be one this weekend because I'm flying to Qatar for work, which I'm excited about. But yeah. Thank you very much, Chris, for jumping on. Enjoy your trip to Helsinki. Toby.
It's 2 hours later here. You think it's like it's 10 past 12 here, mate.
That is well past my bedtime.
I have followed you on Twitter though, just to make you feel happier. No, it's
unbelievable.
It's only because I don't do. I'm not really a Twitterist. That's why people don't. I don't. I don't know. I've too much on.
Fair play.
I like it, but it's so you get sucked in, right? So I'm trying not to Twitter.
You definitely do. Tobes. We'll see you again in the not too distant, I hope.
Yeah, thanks for having me, mate. Enjoyed it. It's been a good one.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Thank you for watching. Do please like this channel as you go. Just give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you don't already. I'm guessing many of you do. And check us all out on Twitter and Scout on Twitter for that team news on Friday. Is going to be a big one. Loads of press conferences planned.